Okay, day whatever. I don't even
Six.
remember. Day 6. Olympic trial. Second time I've done that. Olympic Games watch party. We're starting off with some repechage. 74 kilograms. Big sulk. Kadi Magomedov coming to the mat.
It's been a trial for us.
It's true. Trials and tribulations.
That's what Aaron Brooks was given.
Mm-hmm.
He overcame. We are going to overcome.
We got Larry Steele in the chat. He is
course.
the only one in the chat currently, and he has finally overcome his family vacation. He's back home.
Speaking of trials and tribulations,
Thank God.
Larry Steele no longer has to deal with his family vacation. Well,
Shouldn't you be sleeping, Larry?
No, Larry's home. He's got the Zayn train to worry about.
why would you sleep through the Olympics, Sion?
I don't know.
Okay.
Shouldn't you be sleeping?
I should
Well,
be.
speaking of waking
But
up,
I get to spend my days with you guys, my mornings, that's sunshine enough for me.
bro.
That is sunshine
Look at
enough
look
for
at the
me to
size
sit,
on
sit
Caddy's
here with
singlet.
all you guys.
That's a tactic to get a singlet pull.
Mm-hmm.
Get those fingers stuck in there.
it's a fresh yerba mate just cracked. Even though Guayaquil doesn't pay us nothing, I'm still drinking it.
Wow. You and Brock Lesnar.
That's why I'm having a Coors Light later. Saturday, that's what I'm celebrating.
Kind of funny to think about Brock Lesnar drinking a yerba mate.
Why? Yerba mate is
Giant Viking man with a
sword tat?
tattoo, and then just being like, yes, this delicious
Was it?
organic beverage.
Big burly Viking men can have Guayaquil yerba mate too. I don't know what you're implying.
Somewhere
I bet he's a blue Raz guy.
somewhere downtown here, Spay, there's a mural with a can of that on the mural.
Yeah, who do you think painted it?
Did you do that?
I've seen your
painted that
artistic
mural.
abilities.
I
You could
don't even
never.
get how you guys like those things.
What?
Who are you? There's only one person in here
Iced
drinking.
tea?
Too much caffeine, too much sugar.
Nah.
Like when y'all were doing Red Bull and vodka and those things. I never understood how people do all that.
Who are you talking? Who are you talking about?
Spade.
You just made up. When's the last time you ever
jump? Also, I know why people drink vodka Red Bull.
Kozak.
Yeah. It's my move.
Sian, you just
usually.
invented a bunch of habits that we don't do. And this is the same thing as coffee if you put cream and sugar in it.
Also, I'm drinking just straight black cold brew.
Is that good?
Oh man,
Tastes like coffee.
listen, we got B Dig in the chat. He's West Coast, 2 a.m. Those are the real
You didn't.
heroes.
You never went to bed.
Yeah, those are the real heroes.
All right, well, let's we can bring up the bout board.
I think the real heroes are mothers and troops, but
That's actually true. Good point.
Good morning, Lee on Facebook.
I guess Sian just made Facebook his domain.
good morning, Facebook.
All right, here's our bout board. We got full 3 mats right now. It's Salk and Caddy. That's this bout right
Magomedov.
there.
Cousin Madoff.
Yeah, there's no chance for that one, Sion. This mat A is 65. I think that's the best matchups, right, John? As far as like,
Yeah. The whole bracket.
yeah, you can't go wrong.
Oh, Desi's in trouble.
Lazarev got put to his back. All right, so that's mat B, and then Zayn is down here. So you got some time. You got at least an hour. Although Gomez does wrestle before that, and Seabass as well. Mat A's got a lot of good stuff. Mat B, there's heavyweight right now, repechage, and then oh no, that's 62. 62 kilos, and now 76 kilos. Kennedy Blades will be the 6th mat, so you got some time there. And then mat C is going to be the heavies finishing up their repechage, and then the 97s, the light heavies. We don't see Kyle Snyder for another hour. So
Logan Stuber getting some TV time.
Yeah. Canada coach Logan Stieber challenging.
Oh, Canada's got the Lululemon plug, eh?
Well, it's kind of weird because Desi got put to his back, and the ref had offered for the fall, and he looked up, didn't see it. They kept wrestling. He got to his belly. Then he looked up and saw the guy confirm the fall, and so then he slapped the mat afterwards.
Oh.
So what are they
that'd
looking
be-
at? I mean, they can't challenge a fall though.
Well, the referee, they never confirmed it. They never saw each other.
Look at the battle. Look at the battle between Kyrgyzstan and Canada flags.
yeah,
See, look at, let's see.
Flag off. That's
Matt B.
flag fun with friends right there.
There.
Oh, yeah, that's fall.
Flags with enemies.
Yeah, that man is flat.
This is a weird challenge.
Well, who's making the channel? Or is it just the referee's review?
No, they challenged.
Okay.
Oh, we can't get our.
Ooh, Keith Gothard says, today is the day I've waited for. Kennedy Blades. Let's go.
Izzy style, you know.
Yeah.
Big Chicago man. Keith loves Chicago. It's his favorite city.
Yeah, he's always talking about how there's all upside and no downside to living in Chicago.
That's right. He lives in downtown Chicago, Lamont, Illinois.
And he says, this is the place to be. Anyone who lives anywhere else is a fool.
All right. Well,
Is it the fall?
yeah,
Yep.
they confirmed it. It's a very strange challenge, but you know what?
What's the annoying part about getting the fall confirmed is like most of the time the official with the whistle is in the best position to call the fall, but they're not in a good position to see the table or the chairman confirm it. And so they're staring at a fall and they're looking around. They're like, do I call it? Do I call it? And then while they're looking,
Should they have like some kind of ankle band or wristband that buzz?
Yeah. and if they're looking for a fall, and then
Shock them.
Yeah, what sound should it make, Sion?
Don't worry about it. Shock them.
Big Salk up 2-0, huh?
I'm kind of rooting for Caddy here.
He won at the Euro qualifier over Salk.
You guys think Big Sulk, though?
I just, I think Cody. I don't know.
I like Caddy.
He's
Cody,
He's
Cody-
a,
Cody has
oh my
overrated
goodness,
himself.
look at that rubber knee.
They're letting this go.
Well, Salk
They were
put
letting it
himself
go
in that
yesterday,
position.
too.
That's two.
So was Desi the favorite in the match? I guess I did.
No.
Probably not.
I like Caddy because he's a personality in the sport. I didn't
Ooh.
What?
like how he beat Kyle Dake, but I do kind of respect he got that one match and then used it to talk all the trash for years, despite Kyle Dake being better. He still just hung that over his head.
Yeah, and then claim that he's going to fight MMA at 145 pounds.
Yeah, and then
He signed with Bellator.
I think he just didn't know how to do the kilogram to pound conversion. It was like, okay.
We've all been there.
I still don't know how to do it. And in Jamaica, they switched it right after I stopped doing school in Jamaica.
Jamaica was imperial like the British.
Yep, and now it's the metrics.
So how many stone do you weigh?
That's a good question. When I get back, when I know it, I'll let you know.
It's
A
been-
lot of stones.
I'm going to send you this photo. You can pull it up on NDI.
Great. Hotzi and Baran. So they're into the heavies on Mat C.
we got some tired people in the chat. You know what?
Yeah,
We're
you
glad you're here.
Got some tired people in the studio.
That's true. I'm one of them.
I wish this thing reclined.
Studio.
I got a good 3 hours last night.
Kind of glad it doesn't. If it reclined,
You saw on logs.
sometimes it would be nap time. Yeah.
Adam Rush wants to know what the bout board's looking like. We got a few matches still for Team USA.
We could bring it up again. I mean, I feel like the more we bring up the bout board, can't go wrong. So Matt A up here. I highlighted the USA guys, but we got Caddy Salk is going on.
That looks like exposure to me on
At
Big
65
Salt.
kilogram, you literally have 4 Americans. It's literally Team USA in 4 weight classes.
Literally, I think there's only 3. Right?
Seabass,
Gomez, and Zayn.
Zayn.
So far, I believe.
Gobier.
Yeah.
I believe.
Islam
and
Dudayev.
American.
Yeah.
And then Matt B is 76 kilos. Kennedy Blades is coming up in a little bit. There's some other quality matches there. And then after we get done with heavyweight, we have Kyle Snyder taking
Kyle
on
Frederick Snyder.
Habila of China.
So far, I don't think any non-American Americans have medaled, right?
Correct.
Amin was 5th.
Miles was the
They
closest.
were all fifth.
Well, Darian and
Cruz was
Miles
fifth.
both got 5th. Darian Cruz and Miles Amin.
Did
It's
the
been
other
a rough
Puerto
one.
Rican guy also get 5th?
A Jamaican guy, yeah.
No, I said the Puerto Rican.
Oh, Puerto Rican guy?
Yeah, did he also get 5th?
What, Evan?
Oh, Tyler Meisinger in the chat.
What?
Evan Ramos did not get 5th, no.
Oh,
Big
okay.
Salt with the step out.
He can get a step out. What's Time I
He
doing?
would be
in the
leading
chat?
if he didn't challenge. Pull up that photo I sent you, Spay,
You sent me a photo? Hold on.
via Slack. Ever heard of it?
Yada, 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 yada.
Chris Christian says that he's happy he could be on his couch. If he had to get up, drive in, and be on camera, the early mornings would be rough. And that is the difference. So that,
Hey.
Tuesday and Wednesday, we were watching it from home. And
Wrestling in the Olympics is hard. Watch partying though, some say it's harder.
Yeah, that's the real grind.
Especially
All these athletes got a ride into the arena today, and all they got to do is show up. Me, I had to drive myself in.
That's right. Parking garage isn't even open yet. Oh, here we go.
That was smooth.
Caddy making Salk look slow there. Here's a great picture of Caddy Magomedov holding a dead rabbit that JD very badly.
Congratulating Kyle Dake on his world title.
Is he's holding a? Oh, this should go on the Russians holding AKs, even though that's not an AK.
Yeah, what is that?
I just realized
Looks like a rabbit or a kangaroo.
No, the gun in his right arm.
Yeah,
So I don't think he killed a kangaroo.
Baby kangaroo.
That's not a kangaroo.
Why would you think he killed a kangaroo?
look at the ears.
That's a jackalope.
Do you think he lives in Australia?
I'm just saying it looks like a. I didn't say it was a kangaroo. I said it looks like a baby kangaroo.
A joey. Someone
I
said.
didn't say it was a kangaroo. I said it looks like a kangaroo.
Maybe that baby kangaroo came and stole his dog.
And he
Tyler,
dinner of
listen
him.
to this. Tyler and Connor have been listening to the watch party a lot of the sessions because they're often working for the first session of the day from their Airbnb, and so they got to enjoy us roasting Connor's musical abilities yesterday, and they enjoyed that. So
Oh, the story of the national anthem. And then they cut to a commercial. We don't know the ending of the Cotty Salk. You got to wait for Cotty Salk to end before you cut the commercial.
Somebody
Who's in the
sending a
production
customer
booth?
service ticket. They cut to a commercial right in the middle of 3 matches.
Well, they whenever they cut the commercial for this triple view, it's always going to be a problem. But at least wait until Salk and Cotty finish.
By the way, out there, anybody listening, that was not Flo.
If you were watching the
Sion.
Olympics,
Fix it, Sion.
maybe we'll get it after. The contract expires in 2032.
There you go.
We'll get the
We
rights to
just
the
need
Olympics.
about
the
$300
rights.
million. That should do it.
I mean, they currently pay 7.6 billion, so it might have
Okay.
to be north of that.
But that's a down payment.
300 billion is a start.
To me, that's nothing.
Hey, it's not my money.
Yeah, JD's got that in his under his bed in his sock or whatever.
That's right.
DJ complimenting Tyler and Connor. For,
Oh,
what do we got?
Cotty won on criteria.
Oh wow, 6-6. Look at that.
Big Sal can't challenge anything either.
He already lost
Told
it.
you guys Cotty was going to win.
Oh, is that the reigning world champ that just lost?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay. He has the same kind of beard, doesn't he?
Well, the guy with the beard won.
Oh, all right. I can't see the score. I couldn't see the score over there.
Okay.
Also, Sidikov doesn't have a beard.
Also not Sidikov.
Well, I know, but the reigning champ.
Oh, yeah.
The Baja Rain.
Baja Rain.
Talking about
The
Tajidina?
Baja Men Rain, you're thinking of 97 kilograms.
Oh, yeah.
He does have a beard. This is 74 kilograms.
This is the weight I would be at if I just needed a month or so to get in shape.
If you were about 6 years old again,
Last time I weighed last time I weighed 74 kilos, I was 15 years old.
Keith Gothard wants to know if the commercial that we got in the middle of the wrestling was the commercial for the new Reba show. Which no, we have not been getting that commercial.
We did.
I've
We
seen
did
that,
at one
though.
point.
Sounds like
we?
a targeted ad for Keith.
Yeah.
Well, they go, everyone that lives in downtown Chicago loves Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
And so Keith Gothard, where he lives, downtown Chicago.
And loves.
And they're like, "Here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let me down."
you know I've never seen that show. I've always seen the old times and flipped through the channels, but I've never seen the Reba show.
It's about a single mom who works too hard.
That throw by, that was a slick one. They're showing the replay. You guys see that?
Cotty, yeah.
Yeah. Cotty. Salk's disappointed. Rough one for the Ossetian crew. Sabalov's
Slovakia.
still alive for bronze, but Sherman Valiev lost. Now Salk's out.
Yeah, that's rough.
Dagestan having a little bit better of an Olympics. So
Now we're starting 65 kilos.
let's refresh the bout board.
Zayn Retherford.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Versus Gader Zeke. Okay, I'm not even going to attempt that one. Do you pronounce the D or just go straight to the Z? Zabriskie.
Zabriskie.
Is that how they say it? That's not how Zabriskie's
It's David
name.
Zabriskie.
How would y'all say that?
Which one are you looking at?
The last name for the Georgian.
Spades are.
Oh,
Zabiashvili?
Okay, so
Yeah.
you don't pronounce the D.
I think it's a J, the DZ.
Jebias?
That's a DZ.
Zeb.
I meant DZ. Jebeshvili is what I think, or
Jeb or Deb.
Jebisashvili.
How would you get a J with the D?
DZ together is a J sound.
Thought it's pronounced a D's.
Okay.
Larry Steele said the commercials are all geographically based. And he said there was a guy in a swing state yesterday who was complaining about getting, I don't know, maybe he wasn't complaining, but he was getting a lot of political ads. Probably about RFK Jr. Hiding that bear in Central Park.
Yeah. Yeah, we got
Well, the worm told him to hide it.
Yeah. He's a special candidate in many different ways.
Y'all never picked up a bear cub on the side of the road before?
I mean, it depends. Do I have the legal documentation to do it? And then how much meat on this bear are we talking about? Because when I stop for roadkill, I expect a lot of meat.
Yeah.
You actually pick up roadkill?
If there's enough meat involved,
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm out with my falconry buddies,
Fresh.
And I know that meat's good when I find it on the
I
road.
mean, let me put it this way. Even when I have a reservation at Peter Luger's at night, and
And a flight.
and I've already had a long day of falconry with my friends, I'm still stopping for some bear meat if it's, a solid enough amount of bear meat.
anyway, throw it in the trunk. We'll get to it later.
Yeah. Disposing it has always been the biggest problem with when I collect my roadkill meat.
I thought you collected to eat it.
Yeah, but sometimes between the reservation at Peter Luger's and my flight after that, I don't really have enough time to go back to my home to store the roadkill meat.
Yeah.
So I have to stage the roadkill to make it look like a biker ran over it.
Or just don't pick it up.
Look, Sion, you're talking about a solution that can't be done because we can't go back in time. I already have the roadkill in my car.
A Ray-Chan joint wants us to fill him in on the RFK thing. It's pretty much what we've been talking about.
This guy can't piece it together from what we just said. It'll never.
I mean, listen, this guy was out falconing with his buddies 10 years ago. Found a dead bear on the side of the road, threw it in his trunk.
Cub.
Bear cub.
Yeah, not an adult bear.
Yeah, this-
Still enough meat though. Still enough meat to be worth it to take that roadkill and put it in your car.
He threw it in his car. Then he was falconing so hard that he was like lost track of time.
as a Jew.
Went. Yeah, how many stones? I don't know, but he ends up going to Peter Luger's for an expensive steak dinner.
You're not gonna just skip Peter Luger's.
And then he's like, wait a minute, I got a flight to catch. I got to get out of here. Uh-oh, what am I going to do with this bear cub in the back of my car? I know. I'll go to Central Park. I'll pose it so it looks like I got hit by a cyclist and then just catch my flight. And then he didn't tell anybody and he got away with it for a decade. And then
10 years later,
10 years later, he's like, hey, guys, I think someone's writing a story about me. I got to get out in front of this.
some yellow journalism from the New Yorker decided to run a hit piece on him.
So somebody actually found out that he did it 10 years later.
He confessed. He
He did a whole
told Roseanne Barr.
Oh my
about
God,
it.
he admitted it.
Okay.
on camera, caught in 4K, him telling Roseanne Barr the whole story. And he just had carefully laid out and rehearsed.
Very normal sequence.
Yeah.
Did anybody in the chat really ask about that, or did you just
Yes.
make that up so that you could
No.
make this about that?
A Ray-Can joint. Yeah. Let's get that on the Reba. We should get that on the Reba show.
Tavani looking strong against Jebishashvili. Two more, Tavani.
It's almost like an episode of Curb.
Yeah, it seems so.
Which is fitting because he's married in real life to his third wife plays the ex-wife of Larry David on Curb,
Okay.
or when the show was still on.
Never saw that show either.
Bum, 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 dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. You should watch it, Sion. It's a great show. Did you watch Seinfeld?
Nope.
Oh, well.
Never seen an episode.
Even though
of
you
that.
grew up in the same city where Seinfeld is based?
I don't know. It wasn't my type of show.
I'm pulling for Anna Godinez up here for Canada. She got the takedown, and she's wrestled at FloWrestling events in the past.
Yeah.
I saw a video of the breakdancers dancing to the Seinfeld theme song.
Yes. Yeah.
And it fit pretty well.
Yeah, we could talk about the breakdancers. They're like a hot topic now because a woman who goes by the name of Raygun is a 36-year-old Australian woman who has a PhD in breakdancing.
Wait, what?
They give PhD in breakdancing.
If you go to the right universities and pay the money, I guess so. But yeah, she's 36 years old. She goes by Raygun.
Okay.
And she made it to the Olympics and is apparently a student of breakdancing. But as far as her performance, many people considered it to be subpar, at least for the Olympic level. Mm-hmm. And I think if you see clips of it, which we can't play or will get immediately vaporized by NBC's legal team, you'll also agree that when you go from watching Olympic wrestling to Raygun, the 36-year-old breakdancing PhD from Australia, there's a quite stark difference in athleticism and talent.
I'd like to get my hands on Raygun's dissertation.
It might be out there.
Yeah.
You might be able to.
Probably is.
Do you have a subscription to wherever they put?
Now you can
PhD
probably
things?
just Google all those nowadays. Somebody always posts them online somewhere.
Well, there's a lot of academic work that I think remains behind a paywall that people don't find it worth to put up on Google, but it may be out there.
But it's the first time I knew you could get a PhD in breakdancing.
I bet if you could just anything that you can think of, there is some school somewhere that will take money to give you a graduate degree in whatever that is.
I need a PhD in comic books. Think
I
they got
guarantee you can find. There's a school. There's probably multiple schools that will call it, and they'll call it like the studies of sequential art or advanced graphic novels or something. And if you pay them enough money, they will let you call yourself Dr. Sion,
Dr. Sion.
who has a doctorate in comic books.
I found the title of the dissertation.
Oh, beautiful! What is it?
Deterritorializing Gender in Sydney's Breakdancing Scene. A B-girl's experience of b-boying.
Okay.
That is funny. They don't. The athletes, like, oh, you're a judoka if you compete in judo. Well, if you do breakdancing, you're a B girl or B boy. Even if you're 36 years old, you're still a B girl.
Yep. That was
Sion
was trying to wreck this.
Justin is. Yeah, there was a ruckus, but that was a chair being adjusted. We're all safe now here. We're all good. We're fine now. How are you?
What'd they say?
Ever said that all of the cameras are shaking.
All right, that's it for Georgia. Tavanian advances.
11-0.
So who's coming up on Mat A now?
Next on Mat A is Valdez of Cuba and Tulga of Mongolia. It should be a good one. Valdez is a little bit older.
Yeah, he's in his mid to late 30s, I think.
Someone was saying Cuba must invest all their money in Greco, and I don't know what the ratio is, or if it's just the freestyle guys keep leaving. But the average age for the Cuba's team on freestyle is like 35.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Raygun's name is Rachel Gunn. Gunn.
Oh, well, she didn't.
That worked out nice for her.
Yeah, she didn't have to be too creative.
Yeah.
I did see that Garzone forfeited to Sabalov.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
he's just like piece him out. So it's Sabalov versus Dake.
Garzone
Why
didn't
would you
want to make
forfeit? Why would you forfeit at this point?
The man's 41 years
41.
old.
You don't want to make weight, as my guess.
41, you're Cuban and you're in France.
Yeah, we may never.
Might just, you might
So
just
you're
leave.
saying he's going out partying?
I'm saying
He may melt into
might
the.
defect.
Yeah. How much did he bring with him? Him and Mihan can now just live their lives as French refugees. Don't want to live like a refugee. We got, let's see. Well, Jebiashvili is only 24, but that's not who we want to know about. Where's Valdez? Oh, there.
He's 35. It's on the screen.
Well, why did I even do this research then? Do you know where he's from, though? Do you know what city he's from?
Cuba.
What city?
I don't know.
Havana.
Okay.
Here we go.
As in
Tumor cheer.
having another sip of yerba mate. Here comes Tulga.
Oh, Larry Steele stuck in Rebad. Dang it.
So it's Tulga, Tumor, Ochiri. Is it? For Ochiri, wouldn't that be a Y at the end? Ochir.
Cheer. Yep.
Tulga means hearth, like your family fireplace.
Okay.
And what is it?
Tumor orchard.
I think I know what the tumor. That means iron. And then the ochir. Power. So the hearth and then iron power.
Anna Godina is moving on. Good for her.
Good job, Canada.
Dude, you know what I remember about Anna Godina is when she was at
Michael Madoff
I think
won.
she was at the 8-man bracket that we had.
Yeah.
Way back in.
And she
2022.
she wrestled one of the matches there, and she wrestled her match like early, and then she and her sister just like kept wrestling in the back room the entire time. You know, normally people like get done with their match, they go cool down, and then they're done. She just kept wrestling in the back.
She loves to wrestle.
Loves to wrestle. Love to see it.
And once again, we got another commercial in the middle of the matches.
Yeah, we got some nerd doing a powerlifting thing, some Poindexter in his glasses.
We got this.
Some four eyes over here.
Remember when
doing.
remember when
hurdles.
Gilman did that ad for like T-Mobile or something?
Yeah. And
And
they had him lifting weights in a singlet.
Yep. And it was like, why is Thomas Gilman doing this? But
Big power lifter.
Well, because somebody was paying him. That's why he was doing it.
yeah, the question is like, why would they pick Gilman to pay to do that? I'm happy he did it. It's great that he got a little payday, but
By the way, ag biochemist in the chat, just flexing all over everybody that he's got a PhD in biochemistry.
did he say that or is it just in his screen name?
He said you can get a PhD in anything. It's just a matter of if you have the money and or who wants to promote the next big thing. Thank God I went traditional and got a biochem PhD.
Biochem.
Hey, listen, if I had a biochem PhD, I'd probably be telling people too.
At one point, biochem was the next big thing. Now it's traditional. Soon, breakdancing and comic books will be traditional PhDs.
Right now, it's crypto and tech.
The all encompassing
Crypto PhD.
Yeah.
I got an undergraduate in tech. So Tulga gets up to a 3-0 lead on Valdez. 65 is going to be unforgiving because, in some weights, okay, I lose to this guy, has a good chance I'm getting pulled into repechage. You have no idea what's going to happen at 65.
65 is just a loaded,
Yeah.
loaded weight class.
So, Sian, I told everyone that you were in a little bit of a fender bender, and that's why you couldn't join us a couple mornings. But you didn't quite take care of it, but you're all set up in a rental car now.
They got me a rental car finally yesterday evening.
So no more thoughts and prayers or condolences or well wishes to you. You're set up in your new rental car.
I still got to get a car.
Well,
They got to let me know if they totaling my car.
But it's in the shop and they're working on it.
Well, they're looking at it right now.
They tried to buy you off cheap.
They did. Like, hey, why don't you just settle for this cost right here? I said, what do y'all look crazy? Why I look crazy, y'all?
So anybody watching that has a doctorate degree in law, Sion could be a potential big client. You can get a nice score for yourself. Right now, all the ambulance chasers are calling Sion, giving him these outrageous, I collect 40% of my fees of all my clients.
Yeah, I got all these lawyers emailing me out of the blue, phone calling me. I'm like, what the hell? How'd y'all get my number?
But if you want to
How'd y'all know I was in an accident? I haven't even told my mama yet.
But if you're a wrestling fan and you want to help out another member of the wrestling community and you happen to be a lawyer, there's room to negotiate here. You could take on Sion, the famous Sion Williams, as your client. Could be a nice score. Uber's got some money now. They're finally profitable. Let's see. Oh, that's Metakizzy of Kyrgyzstan. That's going to be one of Kennedy Blades' top competition. She's on map B. She's up 4-0.
We got a couple people in the chat with PhDs. One, Daryl, he got his when he was 18, and Corey got his when he was 17.
He got his PhD when he was. What is it in?
The streets.
Yeah.
Okay. Thugonomics.
Well, my friend Doogie got his medical degree when he was only 14.
Yeah.
Did you say Doobie?
Doogie.
Oh,
Doogie Howser.
Okay, I know Doogie.
You know Doogie
I
too?
know Doogie, yeah.
Yeah.
We go way back.
He's always typing on his computer. It's like,
Yeah.
I consider it my
We used to
diary.
hang out everywhere. I think it was Wednesday night we used to hang out.
Yeah. You invited him into your living room.
Yeah.
Now it's 5-0.
5-0
cheer.
Tugala.
Tugula.
Tuga.
Totally Tugula, man.
So is
that-
Cuba placed any? Is any of the Cuban guys placed in freestyle or
Not
He
yet.
made-
Not in
medal
freestyle.
match?
They didn't only qualified a few weights. Oh, look who's back.
He only qualified, what,
65.
74, 97?
Ooh,
Yep.
that was a nice throw
Yeah.
by. What'd I miss?
Not much.
not much?
This Lefter guy got spladled to death. The Moldovan on 90
I missed a spladle.
on Matt Seed. No, he got spladled in the qualifying tournament by
Oh, yeah.
who was the guy that then retired?
Ibrahimov?
Ibrahimov. Yeah. It was a horrendous spladle, and that eliminated him from the Olympics. But then the Belarusian declined his Olympic bid, even though he got cleared, and that left the door open for Lefter there to get invited. They left the door open.
Oh, wow.
What happened?
Look at the Kyrgyzstan singlet with an eagle on it.
They're just taking all the good apex predators.
Does anybody think that
Sharks,
Cuban
snow
65
leopards.
pounder looks like Mark Hall? The fans want to know.
Who, Valdez?
Not really.
No.
No,
Like if you squint,
Mark Hall's a little darker.
I think you're the only one here that can assess that aspect of the.
I'm just
Look
stating the obvious.
Hey, again, you can state it all you like. I think we're going to be silent on that topic
I'm gonna
on
steer
this
clear
side.
of that, yeah.
Yeah. And now Baranovsky 4-2 lead over Lefter. Poland's got a Robert Baron or Baron at heavyweight, and then a Zbigniew Baranovsky at 97. I think Zbigniew trained at Rutgers a bunch.
I think he was at the NJRTC, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like Enrique, not Tugala, will be moving on.
Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique Tugala.
Nah, he doesn't look like Mark Hall.
Wasn't did we discover who was the Moldovan or Eastern European DJ, John?
That's Maxim.
Maxim Lefter?
No, Sackleton at
Big Sack.
He's at 65. They call him the Magnet. If
Yes.
you check out his Instagram, he's got some nice music videos.
I would go by Sack Lunch.
He's got his PhD in being a DJ.
No, he's an artist. He's not just a DJ.
Okay.
For
Right.
my artist to make sandwiches.
You look at
That
that.
beats.
See that cartwheel on his head that he just did right now?
That's
Yeah.
nice.
That was
Yeah,
nice.
he just now did that.
That was
well,
He learned it from Spencer. Isn't it funny that sandwich artists make a work of art for you and then you chew it to little pieces and then
devour it.
yeah,
Yum, nom, 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 nom,
send it
nom,
through your
nom, nom, nom.
digestive system and then you take someone's art and you literally turn it into human waste.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. Not many other artists say that that's what happens to their art when they're done with it.
It's a good thing to. It's much better use of art than just looking at it.
Yeah, turn it into fuel.
what match is
for the
coming up
human
on
body.
mat 1A?
It's the cycle of life, baby.
Here, let me refresh
Cycle of art.
our
This
Shackleton.
How do you feel about those Moldova singlets,
is
babe?
this is the
Too
hip
much
hop
yellow
artist.
for you?
That is what I'm
That's-
talking about.
That's
That
the
is-
Magnet.
and that's the singlets that if you're blue, you can't have all that yellow and red on your singlet. Unacceptable.
Well, he's red.
He's red. Yeah.
All right, he's fine. Why did he have blue trim then?
If you don't like that one,
Well,
how about
accent
this-
color.
how about
All because
this all
Moldova's
blue Japan
colors
thing?
are red,
So
yellow,
it's
and blue.
Kotaro Kiyoka versus Maxim
Oh yeah, we can. Is that already up?
Sakolton. Yeah, it's up.
Well, it's not on for the viewers.
Oh,
But yeah, we can see it here in the studio. But yeah, just go to arena.uww.org and then click around till you get the Olympic Games, and then it'll say
what
live
score
stream.
did you just say? What?
here we go.
Arena.www.org?
Arena.uww.org.
Okay.
Have you never been to that website?
Let me see. No.
Wow.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Matt A, Shackleton, Kiyuka, and then Seabass is on deck, taking on an Australian from Siberia, a Russian transfer, but Seabass should be favored. And then a nice one, it's Kadi versus Valiev, 74 kg repechage. And then Big Moose, Musakayev, Akhmadaliev, Matt A is where you want to be. And then Gomez, Haji Aliyev, and then Zayn.
Seabass was Chilean.
Yeah, that
I get it.
would be cool.
Baranovsky is about to beat Lefter. Matrasvili, South Africa, RSA is Republic of South Africa. They got their first qualifier maybe ever in men's freestyle. Snyder's up in a few. A lot of people saying there's no like precedence for like banning Russia or having the IOC intervene, but South Africa was not invited to the Olympics for like I don't know, from like the 60s to the 90s because of apartheid. So
For a good reason.
yeah. So, and that's what I'm saying is if the international community and the people that run the Olympics say that your country is not worthy of an invite, you don't get one. Maybe it's not right. Maybe sports people have something different, but the people that run the Olympics get to call the shots.
And that's the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
I make no judgment on that. I'm just explaining why certain countries don't get to go to the Olympics.
Okay.
Spay, you also, on your Twitter, you were talking about a little breakdancing.
Oh, yeah.
Explain why breakdancing has nothing to do with Olympic wrestling getting more weights.
Yeah, because I think that's just the wrestling community wanting to think of reasons. Like, it doesn't make sense for wrestling fans. Like, why would you chop down the weight classes to 6? Or why would, like, you're looking at it from a wrestling-centric perspective. But the Olympics are not linking one thing to another. They have however much money they want to spend on providing venue space and dorms for the athletes for the sports. And if they say wrestling is worthy of this many athletes and this much space in an arena, then that's all you get. And then if the Olympics want to add breakdancing or skateboarding, that's going to be a totally separate decision that they'll just make based on wanting to appeal to a different demographic or get into some different extreme sports that they haven't before or whatever. That's not linked to wrestling or any other sport.
Well, I thought back in the day they were saying that it was because they didn't, when they started taking away the men's weight class, it was because they didn't want to add more medals. So they took away, when they add the women's weight class, they took away medals from men's wrestling and boxing to add the women's weight class because they didn't want to add any more medal counts.
I don't think it's directly related to medals. I don't think they care how the medals get
But that was the original thing back
Well,
when they
it's-
first added it.
But even then, it was still head count. It was still the number of people. So if you add women's weight classes, you need to add whatever 16 or so people per weight class.
And they
so
removed
those
it
people
from
have
the
to
men.
go somewhere else. So if wrestling
Go
went to
elsewhere.
8 people per weight class, you could have more weight classes. And
So
more
they
medals.
added breakdance. Where'd they get those head counts from?
They
What is
just
it
add it. They can have infinite. They
Okay.
can. It's arbitrary. The total number. It's what the IOC wants to give to each sport that they decide.
So you're saying they saying wrestling is not worthy of more weight classes?
Wrestling is at the bottom of the list of. You can say, "Oh, fencing sucks" or "this sucks," and I would agree with you. And we could talk about.
Yeah, F fencing.
I'm not saying don't make fun of breakdancing or whatever either. Let's all make fun of these dumb sports. I'm just saying that they don't take away from wrestling to add to another sport.
You should bring up that one chart where it shows how they classify each Olympic sport based on
Yeah.
like, viewership and all that. And that's like the key is getting more people interested in watching wrestling. And if that happens, if they bring it up a tier or two, then it's like then it justifies adding more and featuring it more. And
This would be like a FRL bit, but here's
Yeah.
whenever you can bring this graphic up. And I just found this from Googling. But anyway, the important part here, this is how they figured out based on popularity. That's what they say. I mean, they could fudge those numbers if they want in the IOC Executive Committee. But you can point to ticket requests, press covers. These are objective things what determine the popularity of a sport. And then, no surprise here, track and field, that's athletics. Aquatics is the pool. And then gymnastics. Those are the big three. That's what makes all the money. That's what everyone cares about. Then you have basketball, cycling. That's soccer, tennis, and volleyball. That's your next tier. Then a whole bunch of other sports. Then a whole bunch of other sports. Many of them stupid and worthy of mockery. And then you get wrestling. That's on the D category. The only thing below wrestling is modern pentathlon. Golf and rugby.
We're below badminton.
Yes. We're below archery, badminton, boxing, judo, rowing, shooting, table tennis, and weightlifting. As far as popularity and whatnot.
Good Lord.
So when they add the skateboarding and all the crazy stuff, they're just adding it to see how it does. Maybe they'll take it away. Maybe it'll become like beach volleyball is like the prime example of a sport that they added that wasn't really popular internationally. It wasn't all that well known, but the volleyball international, like the UWW for volleyball, was like, hey, we think beach volleyball has an opportunity. And then I think it was the Atlanta Games in '96. Was the first year they had it. And it was this massive success. Everybody loved it, beach volleyball. It was a lot of fun. And now it's a staple of...
And you got Seabass coming up on Maddie.
Beautiful segue.
Peacock looked pretty good, too, in his
Dude, Kyuka looked awesome.
match. Yeah.
Oh, I missed Kyuka looking at this stupid Olympic.
How could you miss that hair?
Yeah. It was
Flopping all over the
real
place.
fluffy.
So anyway... keep making fun of Ray Gunn and the breakdancers, but don't think that that's affecting wrestling station.
I'm learning some things about breakdancing in the chat here.
Yeah?
Apparently, its origins are in ancient Greece.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
Why they call the old sport.
I thought it was in the hoods of New York.
it's the world's oldest sport.
It's between ancient Sparta and the Boogie Down Bronx. One of those two places. All right, Seabass up, Matt A. Done talking about breakdancing.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. All right, so the Australian, by way of Siberia, has got some moves.
I think Megaludus beat this guy before.
Really? Where'd they wrestle?
Maybe like the Kolov in 21 or 2.
It's a good pull.
I think.
Yeah, that was, man. He does not look like a big 65.
Now we got South Africa on the mat. Oh,
Nice ankle
go.
pick by
Come on.
Seabass.
Oh, I thought he was going to keep the legs, but...
How did he get the nickname Seabass?
His first name is Sebastian.
Wow. Okay. Good reason. Okay. Thought Seabass was like a fish, but
I mean, yeah, it's both.
Glenn Holman says he watched sport climbing and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the
I'd like
fun
to see
thing.
it.
The fun thing about the Olympics is you get, especially now that, NBC figured out Peacock.
Wow, another ankle pick. Sheesh.
You can kind of get a taste of all the different things out there. It's like the wide world of sports, but
and next more exposure points for Seabass, another 2.
That might only be 1, 2. What are we-
12, and there goes the
Got it.
tech
Don't
for
matter.
Seabass.
It don't
Fired
matter.
up. Look at that.
yeah.
Seabass into the quarters. Let's get it.
He's got Jeff Buxton in his corner.
Old Blair Academy, Cliff Keen Wrestling Club,
Now he's working with the Scarlet Knight Wrestling Club.
back in New
Puerto
Jersey.
Rico North.
Yeah. Joey Silva. Well, he's not from New Jersey, but he trained at New Jersey RTC for a little bit.
So Seabass made quick work.
Yeah, that Australian by way of Siberia didn't have any. He had a first takedown on Seabass, and that's the best it was going to get for him this Olympics, I believe.
Who's up next on A?
All right. right, let's refresh the old bout board. Oh, it's Kadi Valiev. Woo! Let's see if Sherman. I would like to see Sherman get a bronze. Why not? After what happened,
Butter.
Kadi's already got his Olympic medal. Sherman Valiev does not. Victor Rasidin, whatevs.
Yeah, Mega Lewis beat that guy at the Dogu. 22.
That was some nice ankle
Yeah,
pick,
sure,
Seabass did in that match.
And that is the end of the Republic of South Africa's gold medal aspirations. The Mattress Man.
They could still get bronze.
If Mattress Feely here makes the finals. He's got he will wrestle the winner of Turkey versus Ukraine.
Kenny
And
Blade's
they're
coming up
back
next
to another
on,
commercial right
Kidney
in.
blades.
on B. I think one more match than her.
So make a beeline to Matt B.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ratika just beat Naji of Hungary. Ratika of India. So that'll bring up Cuba versus Bulgaria, and then on deck would be Kennedy Blades and Romania, Ashante or something like that. Who's up on Matt A? Oh, we already said. And then Matt C. Snyder's up in a little bit. Snyder's on deck too, actually, now that the laying of the Republic of South Africa is donezo.
So what's going on in the chat?
Anybody alive?
People
Everybody's
are
still
alive.
sleeping.
People are pumped about Seabass.
Hell yeah.
How far could Seabass go? That's what Jack wants to know.
To the top of the podium, baby.
Remember, he made it to the second place.
He was a world finalist last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. He could pull it off this year. Olympics.
He's
This draw's
got
not quite as favorable as last year.
got Kayuka.
there are no easy draws. Are you kidding me?
Kayuka next.
Some are just harder than others, is all I'm saying.
Wow. So I'm going on Twitter here, and
So
you got Penn State Wrestling tweeting about Snyder. They're up at on the East Coast. I guess it's 5:30 a.m. ish, 5:45. Rutgers posting about Seabass winning. USA Wrestling, that's one of our friends over there. I don't know who's in charge of their Twitter right now. They got a good solid squad. Some other friends on Twitter are still up. Jordan Burroughs has been more active on Twitter these days than he has in the last 5 years combined.
Mm-hmm.
Matt B, you got Cuba versus Bulgaria.
This guy says Kiyuka wins gold in the worst haircut category.
I disagree.
Was it that
I like
bad?
it. It's
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Kushball-esque.
What was it? Esque?
Kushball?
Oh, Koosh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
A la Aiden Sinclair, you know?
Yeah.
I miss
Long, straight, fluffy. Like a straight afro almost. A lot of bounce to it
Yeah.
when he runs.
All right. What do you got here, Valiev? You can still get the next best thing to an Olympic gold.
I got plenty.
Well, the next
See my
best
man?
thing.
My
If
hair
silver
is
is the
easy
next
to do in
best
the
thing.
morning.
What would you rather have? End your career on a win and get bronze, or lose the gold medal match, and that's your last match?
Lose the gold medal match.
You'd rather have silver.
Because the laymen, they see just silver as better than bronze. Although we can all say, they're kind of the same, silver and bronze. But most people, when they think of like track, where it's like very definitive, like a silver is better than a bronze. So you go, hey, I got an Olympic silver medal.
Yeah, on the medal board, everybody knows it goes gold, silver, then
Yeah.
bronze.
And you get paid more money.
Okay, it's all about the money. I do think there's something to be said for ending your career on a win.
True.
So you're saying you'd rather win bronze than take the silver?
I mean, when it comes to these kind of tournaments, basically it's like, well, you're not the best guy, or you get beat by one person. Do you get beat in the finals, or do you get beat somewhere else in the tournament?
So you're saying you'd
I'd rather
have
get beat in the
bronze.
finals.
You're still
Yeah, me
getting
too.
one loss. You still have a loss to remember by.
Well, it's like, my
You could say you beat one of the bronze guys.
If you get silver, that's just one more reason to remember the name.
Not to open up the yearbook, but like my high school career, I never made the finals, but I took third. But it was like, dang, I never got to wrestle in the finals.
Oh yeah, I mean,
You just want to
hey,
get the opportunity to like be in the finals.
I was a District 11 runner-up, so I mean, I do know what it's like to be in the finals. It's quite an experience. I'm sorry.
That's right,
you guys
exactly.
Enjoy that.
I was a PSAL fourth placer, you know.
Okay, so you got to wrestle in a bronze medal match.
Yeah,
That's the next best thing.
I lost, but you know, I would have rather be in the finals.
I think it was actually
How
District.
many times did you win the Afton Quadrangular? Because I won that 3 times. Me and Wesley.
I think speaking of our friend Greg Williams, is it
Greg Warren.
Greg Warren? Greg Warren, his special,
You're our friend. What's his name?
our best friend, George Williams.
Zayn has not wrestled yet.
Anyway, go on to Hulu and look up Greg Warren. He has a special that you can watch there. It's very funny. He's a All-American.
See, on Adam Fellers wants to know if your head weighs more than 8 pounds.
Tell him it's just not as big as his head.
Okay.
Take that, big head.
You can tell him.
Yo, fellas, my head is not as big as yours.
How will you
As big
respond
as
to that,
his-
fellers?
He's got an appropriate sized bill for how big his head is. His hat.
Tyler said he had Tyler's in the chat. He said he had a high school coach who used to say only one guy at each weight ends his year with a win, which
If you ain't first, you're last.
that's not true.
James Green ended his season 4 times with a win, and he never won an NCAA championship.
He's last.
I had a teammate who would always say, "Hey, my goal is to end my career with a win." So he's like, "I want to. That means
Leave takedown.
First,
placing first, third, fifth, or seventh at the nationals. That was his goal." And then he kind of
He went fourth, sixth.
no. He didn't finish his career at the national tournament, unfortunately, at all. So
My
neither did I.
my oldest
Leave
brother
trap arm and caddy.
never really liked wrestling all that much, and so to him in the districts in New Jersey, if you place 4th, you don't advance to regions. But he's like, it's the best. So that to him was like the best place to get, because you win a match, you score points for the team, and you don't go like winless on the tournament. But you also don't have to advance, and you're done wrestling. You don't have to go to regions and keep going to practice.
okay.
He's like,
Why
oh
is
no,
that the best thing?
what's that?
Wouldn't you want to go on?
He did not. He did not have the same enjoyment of wrestling that we all share. Things looking good for German Valiev.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of like to see him win after hose job.
That was insane.
That was a weird way to lose. Very unfortunate.
I never understood the saying getting hosed.
You got hosed.
Well, I'll get a garden hose and hose you down, and you can see how much you like it.
Sometimes that's nice. You like to play in the garden hose when,
And
on
when
a
I'm
hot
done
day.
hosing you down, I'm going to take the hose and beat you and hit that hose.
Spade, didn't you
Like
say
getting
that?
sticked would be a better saying.
Didn't you say that?
I got sticked.
Well, I'm serious. It just seems so like I don't know where it comes from.
Didn't you say that most of these terms come from sailing? Weren't you the one that told me that?
Sailing terms.
I thought you told me that.
I know seeding comes from tennis, and it's about plants. Like you spread the seeds around the garden. Repechage is a net to catch you when you lose from the top round. Must have been some other know-it-all jerk telling you
Yeah.
that.
Hopefully, it might get to fall.
Valiev just piecing up Caddy. He has to go back.
Giving him the old one too.
Got to go kangaroo hunting later.
You making fun of me again over there, man?
Casey Fuller. I don't know if
Never
this
made
is
fun
true.
of you, Steon.
I don't know if this is true. We got a little etymology here. He says getting hosed is a hockey term. The loser had to hose the ice down after losing. Why are you?
Okay.
Why are they hosing? Why are they hosing?
Oh,
down
is
the
that where
ice?
like the insult, like you're a hoser, meaning like you're last, so go ahead and like the.
Probably.
Never heard that term.
Never heard someone being called a hoser?
But getting hosed is
Or
like
poser.
No, hoser. Like
I've heard of the musical artist Hosier.
no.
Never heard of calling
All
a
right,
loser a host right
I
there.
just went to Chat GPT. Getting a hose is a slang term that can have multiple meanings.
We
Getting
know the
drunk,
definitions.
Being cheated or tricked,
You can also
being
go to a
defeated
dictionary
or
for those.
attacked, being sprayed with a water hose or washed, firing automatic weapons, being deprived of something.
Okay, there you go.
Sounds like ChatGPT does a good job looking things up in a dictionary.
Kicking it back
You
to
could have asked Merriam-Webster that.
kicking it back to the chat, they were talking about how various people were talking about how their careers ended. Tyler is explaining he qualified for NCAAs, then lost 2 matches, then COVID canceled the NCAA tournament, and then Larry Steele says, "Hey, that's great, Tyler. I watched your match versus Isaiah White recently. That is not the best one to watch. Tyler has better matches.
No, what is it? Diego Lemley?
Yeah, watch that one.
Challenge.
Watch his stalemates match.
Yeah.
He wrestles stalemate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's how his career really ended.
Yeah.
Who won?
Tyler won.
Yeah, my career technically ended with a 3rd place trophy in the RDS something junior diabetes charity real estate games in 2008 or so. At American University. Teague Moore was the head coach.
Wait, you didn't compete for that trophy over there? That little armadillo?
Nah, he stole that.
That was awarded to me by USA
No,
Wrestling.
he stole that.
There was no thievery involved, Sion.
It was sitting on the table and you took it.
Not at all. Christina Hargrove literally goes, "Here, you should have this."
It was sitting on the table and it fell in your pocket.
You're
Teddy
talking-
immediately going
this is
tarps
a-
off.
Yeah, no straps down. Sion, you're accusing me of something I think sounds more like an admission of guilt of yourself.
I'm not accusing you of nothing.
You just accused me of stealing the trophy.
I'm just stating the facts.
Rewind the tape. This is a baseless accusation at that. Yeah, Sherman looked good there.
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
Blades is coming up.
Yes.
Blades on Matt B.
The 20-year-old phenom.
Musakayev Ernie.
Looks like Ty Walls.
I'm rooting for Ernie because he's a nice guy, and I gave him a free Flow T-shirt in 2021, and he was very appreciative.
Big Earn.
But Musakayev, I understand if he's a fan favorite.
It's people's champ.
So, how do y'all think Kennedy Blaze is going to do in this tournament?
Man, she can win.
Yeah.
I'm saying metal.
Medal? Which one?
I'll go bronze.
Saying heavy metal. Yeah, so I think I mentioned earlier, Kyrgyzstan, Medid Kizi on the top of the bracket where Kennedy's in the lower quarter of that. That should be her toughest opponent. So I think she could definitely make the semis, but did she wrestle that Cuban recently?
She
Yeah, she-
lost. That's the girl she lost to
Yeah.
overseas.
Attacked or
Yeah.
big.
But I would not. I mean, that's happened before. Plenty of, especially a 20-year-old young wrestler can make the adjustments, no problem.
Should be wrestling Catalina Ascente.
Catalina wine mixer.
Yes,
Snyder's coming up too on C.
Big Snyder.
Yes.
Snyder
Yeah,
is
we're gonna have
coming up
we're
on
gonna have
C.
double
2-0.
Americans. Right now, we got a commercial about.
We
that's
got
kinda what
Albert
Kayuka's
Einstein
hair
in a
looked like.
Yeah.
pink
Yeah.
Salesforce commercial.
Hey, these guys aren't paying us; they're paying NBC. We should not
Yeah, we don't have to tell them.
All right, you're right.
This is a commercial
Wait
for
till-
Flow Wrestling.
wait till Athleta puts some shekels in our pocket before talking them up.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
Kennedy
Kenny
Blades.
Blades
Oh,
match is
man.
already on.
We missed the start of the match, but she's up 2-0.
Thanks, Peacock Streaming.
Snyder's walking out too. Musakayev on the mat. Wow, what a time to be alive.
Grow the sport,
So
Peacock.
three
This guy's got the long hair. That's
superpowered
bad news
matches.
for the field.
Big Earn. Ernazar Akhmetaliyev.
Oh,
Double
Kennedy-
leg by Kennedy Blades straight to the
What a beast.
Murder.
double leg straight to her back.
They ain't ready for Kennedy Blades double legs.
That was great. Stand him up.
that
Let her
was-
do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like her to get her go behind to a back arch. That's kind of a fun way to end matches.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about Kennedy too, though, is like, so she's got that blast double, but you know, Burroughs never hit any back arches, but Kennedy Blades, she's got the versatility. She could do that. Snyder up with Habila. He's a guy John, were you saying he's got some results that can't overlook this Chinese guy?
He wrestled Tajudinov tough.
What's the
Man.
delay
Izzy
on the
style
Blades
in the
match?
corner.
Okay, about to restart the
I
Blades
think
match.
our opponent's trying to recover her senses.
Snyder. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
It's gonna be for red.
Oh man. I think they're gonna
Looks like
challenge
for
that.
blue to me.
Did Snyder lose his grip?
For
I
red
don't
was
know.
offered and
Or red
earned.
on the board.
wow.
I
Abila
would have
says
said
hit
blue,
the buzzer.
but that's just me.
They're gonna take another look at this. I'm curious how they're gonna go on their
Snyder hit the move, and
It didn't
Habila
look
hit his
like
back.
It didn't look like he landed on his back though.
Yeah.
Both
Who,
guys
Snyder
looked
or
at. I think
Habila?
it looked at
Habila.
more like it was Blue's points than Snyder's points.
Well, Snyder definitely obviously initiated, but I thought,
His counter.
Yeah,
So if
yeah, and he didn't land in danger. I didn't think
Mm-hmm.
it looked like he landed on his side.
And meanwhile, Musakaev just did a casual 360 right back into a hand fight.
This Romanian athlete wrestling Kennedy Blades had to visit the doctor.
So
after
would
that
show a
double leg.
replay.
Yeah, I wish they would show a replay too.
Yeah, I wish we would be able to see this again in slow motion.
okay, here he comes.
So if Snyder initiated and his grip didn't change and he just got flipped over after they hit the mat, but I don't know.
It just feels like what he did against Tajudinov.
Last year.
Why does he bowl in like that?
Well, his grip did change. He started on the
He
legs.
started
and then
here,
had to
came
come
up here.
to the underhook.
Fine, it's not Snyder's points. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for
Crap.
Yeah,
For Blue.
blue.
That's an 8-point swing.
I'm not.
come on, Kyle. Yeah, and this is a must-win match for Snyder.
Yeah, with
win or
Taz
go
and
home.
Nasapir on the same side.
Yeah, that match, that's going to be the last round of 16 bout on Mat C.
Musakaev gonna get a point up there for expired shot clock.
I will say this, despite being the favorite of me, Ahmed Aliyev often doesn't do a lot. He's looking for the home run usually.
The action in the Kennedy Blades match is slowed down after starting out on fire. Now they're at the break.
Yeah, Romania spent most of the period after that just trying to tie her up.
Snyder got to get a takedown here, you know.
Yeah.
Habila, he's 26. He's from the western part of China. He's actually ethnic Kazakh. I'm not sure where he trains, if he trains in Kazakhstan, but China is a large country with many different nationalities.
All right, Snyder, what are you doing here?
Good towel action on Mat A.
Snyder looks like he's looking for like a head pinch, like from way high up, standing there.
Azabilov hasn't he's just been he hasn't taken
Yeah,
any
he's not doing
shots at
anything.
all.
Getting warned for passivity.
Okay, they putting him on the clock? No.
Kennedy's been looking for that slide by a couple times. She gets it.
Musakaev to the legs.
Yeah, nice chain wrestling. Ernie tried to counter and exposed himself.
Uh-oh,
Another
Musakaev with the
turn.
trapped arm.
I don't know. Hopefully this is wearing down Habila because it's not putting any points on the board for Snyder. He's got
If he can get
Front
takedown
head.
in a turn and a shot clock or a step out,
Man,
this
Musakaev
is
with
very
the-
feasible.
just
Just like that.
yeah.
It's like Snyder's gonna go to the break.
Loose, baby.
Come on, Kyle.
Gonna go to the break down 4-zip.
Not ideal.
Yeah, not great. But I mean, maybe back of his mind was that Taz match where he got forward and then he felt like,
there's that back arch Kennedy. Oh my gosh.
Oh, she had five.
wow.
That was
Oh, and she murdered her. She's
Yeah.
in trouble.
Literally.
And the Romanian is still down on the mat.
that was incredible. That back arch was nuts. Oh wow.
Missed the replay. I missed it.
Nah, they're gonna show it again.
I don't know. Unless it's challenged, they usually don't.
At the end of the match, they'll show the replay.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
Oh, you're right. All right, Snyder back on.
He needs to get off the head and get some takedowns.
Yeah, he's been folding Abila over big snaps, but what's he getting out of there?
I don't know, is he working for a push out or what, but
Spay, how does it feel to see
Sad,
your
Ernie.
man Ernie so sad?
There you go. All right, take
Okay.
down Snyder.
4-2 Snyder.
Not much of a parterre guy.
But like you think last year when he lost to Taz, he got forward at the beginning, and he almost felt like, oh my gosh, I got to get it all back right away.
And then
Yeah.
I think that's when he started
forward again.
making some mistakes. So it's
Barner
like
in the corner.
it's like all right, slow it
There's
down.
a push out. Did he get a
Not
push?
yet.
No.
Get two here, Sny.
Sny?
It's not guy.
Sny guy.
4-3, just got the push step out.
All right, are you going to show the replay on Matt B or what? Or are you going to lie to me, Sion?
They're going to show. They have to.
They have to show that 5.
Let's see it.
Okay,
There we go,
Snyder back in
Snyder.
on the
All right,
shot
just
Look
like
at
that.
Snyder.
and
That's
takes
true.
the lead now at 5-3, 5-4.
5-4.
There it is. Okay.
Okay.
And here's the replay. Here you go, Spade.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
Oh!
That was nice.
Yeah, that she landed
That's the
directly on
definition
her
of
neck.
5. She got
Gotta
USA
tuck-
Wrestling logoed.
Tuck your head.
That hurts.
Man.
She about popped her head off.
And man, David, you said it.
You could
Or
break your
somebody said
neck
it.
on that
Is
one.
that
Robin Ficker.
yeah?
Gosh.
They just keep showing that replay.
It's a move of the
too.
tournament.
That was beautiful, beautiful.
I hope that strikes. Oh, you see, the coach did this. Oh, Romanian coach. I hope that strikes fear into the hearts of every other 76-kilogram wrestler that they just forfeit to Kennedy now. You don't want that smoke.
And
This is
Snyder's
man's-
now 6-4.
And this is a
Another
better place
1
to
point.
This is a better place to be for Snyder too, where now this Chinese opponent's got to come to him, got to take attacks. And
Low to get up too.
I never doubted Kyle.
well, that four made me nervous, but now
Oh, that low stick, just like the way he got Gadisov back in the day.
And he's on another. Is he going to get
there's
this?
two. Yep.
2.
Now he's in
8-4.
command of this match.
He
I
is-
love how the French are showing up to this this event, even though they got nobody going right now.
Man, Austin Gomez, Haji Aliyev coming to the mat. That's a match, huh?
Haji just beat him in June, but
Somebody going to get 5 in this match. Somebody's getting thrown. What's the bet? Over
Well,
under?
what they don't know is winner's going to get Bryce Antonian.
Yeah.
okay.
Let's worry about this match and then they'll win. You never look ahead.
Okay. Well, it's okay because it's fictional. I made it up.
Yeah, Bryson Donian did not qualify for the Olympics.
I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even hear your name you were saying.
All right. Now Snyder's just going to wear on him. No need to do anything here.
It's working that head.
Yeah.
Get a 2 if it's
Go
there,
behind.
But yeah, just keep him down there. 1 extra point would be nice because then a 4 wouldn't.
He's safe from a 4, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, he still didn't.
Sucker drag.
Just the 1.
That's okay.
6-5.
All right.
8-5.
Can't fight like crazy.
A takedown would put China in the lead.
No.
No.
Oh, I thought it was
5.
6-5.
Yeah.
No. Don't say that.
Well, I ain't worried about it because I know Kyle's going to win.
Got Gomez up on A.
Dr. Ag Biochemist wants to know if there are a lot of American fans in the venue, or if it's local or European people cheering on Team USA. I think it's a little bit of both, but there are definitely some U.S. fans
Yeah.
that made the trip.
You know, there's never, like, when I went to Worlds last year, there wasn't a lot of U.S. fans there either.
In Serbia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Shocker.
The idea that like it's mostly international people at like international events is not. It's almost always local. Is like the vast majority of the ticket purchases.
Tyler's in the chat. He said there are lots of Team USA fans there. And Tyler's there, and he's a Team USA fan.
He's
so-
one of them.
Yeah,
Tyler's a Michigan fan. He's just there cheering the Michigan guys on.
that's true. He does cheer for a lot of different countries. He's a
Gomez
Mexico
is
fan.
And
at
from
the
Mexico
moment.
right now.
Gomez is the last hope for
Michigan,
Michigan right now.
RTC.
Cliff Keen, RTC.
Could hear Kevin Jackson in the corner yelling.
All right, they're reviewing this on Snyder's mat still.
It's a weird challenge because I guess it gets him within 2, but challenge lost.
Challenge 1.
No, it's 9-5 now.
Oh, they part and score.
Challenge lost.
9-5. There we go.
Work in.
Still no points in the Gomez match.
Gomez in a Haji.
All right. Good job, Kyle Snyder. We
Survived
never
that scare.
Good job, Snyder, coming back from that 4-0 deficit.
Nice try, Habila. Don't be so sad. Snyder's really good. Yeah, go. Oh, wow. Haji does have some insane defense. I was a really big Haji fan, but the last couple of years he's done.
Kennedy really did kill that girl, huh?
Oh, she's still down.
She's still on the
mat.
mat.
Oh, that's why they're.
Oh,
That-
man.
the way she dropped her on her head,
Yeah. That was.
and they got to put a neck brace on her to get off that mat.
So it may not be so funny that she did so much damage to her.
Yeah, but that wrestling move was sweet.
It was.
It's a highlight reel, but not for the Romanian that's still laying on the mat.
She was only one participant in the highlight.
That was a nice snap entry.
Good by Gomez to really sell the circle after he backed out of bounds to not get the
Gomez is now down 2-zip.
the caution. So shot clock.
And they just went to a commercial, right? And
Here's why you think we're all drinking Red Bull, Sion, because the advertisement is a Red Bull ad. Do you drink any caffeine, Sion?
not really.
Just high on life.
High on whatever's around me.
Wow. Okay.
Well, caffeine's
In this case,
always
yerba
around you.
mate. Snyder's opponent, TBD. It's either Cuba, Salat. I believe he's beaten a couple times, right?
Multiple times. 10-5 at Pan Am's this past year.
Nice. And then Thiel, however you pronounce it, Thiele, from Germany.
Yeah, he's teched him before.
So we feel good about Snyder into the semis, and then he'll have most likely Tajudinov or Azur Pira, whoever wins that. Your Ghali's over there. He's dangerous.
Let's get a visual on Matt A. Spay.
For what? What's coming up next?
Yeah.
Let me refresh.
Now they're back. What's the score? Tails 2-zip. Gomez still down.
Well, now I hope Kennedy doesn't think about what happened to her opponent and let that get in her head. I don't think it will. I'm just thinking out loud here.
And you got the Romanian girl still on the mat on mat B, being attended to.
I like where Gomez is with Aliyev right now. He's got plenty of pep in his step and
Yeah.
2-0, and he's already gotten on the clock, so figure out a way to score.
Yeah, looks like the cut to 65 went well for Austin.
All right, Romania's out, and safe to say, if Kennedy makes the finals, I don't think she's going to be in repechage. Good standing ovation. The least,
Good to see her get off the mat. You know?
Yeah.
it's the worst part of the sport is injuries.
She's getting a great standing ovation, and Gomez just gave
That
up
was
2
nice
more
by Liev.
Man, Aliyev's tough.
off of his shot.
Too fast.
Oh, man, Zayn.
And this is where
Nervous
you're going
for
to see
this one.
Gomez start trying to go up her body.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that back arch was so crazy. I can't stop thinking about it.
Gomez struggling to get past head hands.
Well, Haji ain't even trying to lock up with him. He's like keeping a distance. So Gomez is not able to work his regular offense.
Joe Gilpin's in the chat, and he's just he asked Tyler if he sees his friend Roger, can you say hi to him for him? And Tyler said he will do it. Tyler, if you see any Bigzer brand gear, will you
Acquire it.
will you get it for us for the studio?
You can't just get one piece of Bigzer brand. You need at least 2 pieces.
Yeah, see if you can get 2 pieces.
Preferably something with a shark on it.
Shark.
Tyler, if you can get a shark, any kind of shark themed Bigzer brand
Do they
material.
make Bigzer brand stuff without shark theme?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm still surprised they have
the
not even done a
leopards,
shot
the
cloud
snow
on
Leopard
leopard.
Bigzer.
yeah,
Haji.
The hawk or the eagle was probably Bigzer.
yeah. So
I
anything
thought those
Bigzer.
were just their Nike singlets.
No.
Haji spent most of this match.
the
backing
Nikes don't
up.
have apex predators on them.
The Nikes are the same cloud theme.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
Tyler. Yeah, it'd be great, and especially if you can get the shark shoes that have the gills built in.
Yes. 5 pairs of those, please.
How much time's
6
left?
pair.
Oh, it's
I'm a roomy 8.5.
Larry Steele wants to know if anybody else
and Gomez
is
just gave
nervous
a quick
about
takedown.
this upcoming Zayn Retherford match.
Yeah.
I am nervous.
Yep.
Well, considering Amiz as a world champ.
6-0. Larry is so nervous that he is not waking up his son to watch the match, despite the fact that his son is a Zayn Retherford fan.
Well, decent by Gomez, but it was all Haji. 6-0.
Bummer.
Dang it.
Cuba's got a 3-0 lead on Germany at 97. That'll be Snyder's opponent if he wins. So rough one for Cliff Keen Wrestling Club. Tough Olympics continues. Amin did finish 5th, but that's part of the...
Tyler's asking, what gear? Bigzer brand. It's the Kyrgyzstan.
Bigser.
Yeah, Tyler.
We have a brand for you.
Tyler, maybe Spay can pull up the Instagram again.
Oh, yeah.
Bigzer brand Instagram. You guys can take a look, and then you'll understand why we need this.
You'll take a look at our Bigzer brand, and you'll know.
what is Bigzer brand?
Well, we're about to show you. It's an incredible.
Bigzer brand. I'll be back.
It's an incredible Kyrgyzstani apparel brand.
So let's...
And yeah, Spay's got it pulled up.
We can slide this up on the...
So you're gonna get a bow and arrow and
No. Focus on the shoes and
Look at the
apparel.
shoes.
Look
See
at-
the Shark 3?
Yeah.
The Shark 3 is pretty good. It's got the open shark mouth on it. But even better, go down to the one with the gills.
Yeah.
Look at that shark. That's not the one with the gills. It's a good one. But where's that gill shoe? No, not that.
Aren't those the gills?
that's a shark mouth.
Well, I'll take it.
I would take that too. But
here we go.
there it is. This, Tyler. This is like the best case scenario. Look at those gills for breathability.
Tyler, if you don't come back from France with at least 1 pair of Bigzer brand shoes,
Yeah, we really need those.
forget about ever being treated as a peer or equal.
Tyler, imagine being in the studio and having those shoes on display. Just imagine it.
Bring them home, Tyler. Bring them home.
Yeah,
Thank you.
incredible shark. You're right.
All right, that was our Bigzer band deep dive. Man, everybody left. It's just you and me, Bray.
I know.
I got the yerba mate flowing through me right now, but once I get done processing all this caffeine, I'm going to crash extremely hard at the end of the semis. Islam Dudayev taking the mat against Gaku. Where is his name? Akazawa. Gaku Akazawa. He wrestles for Samoa. He's originally Japanese. He transferred. There's a funny story. You Google him if you figure out his name. He was talking to a Russian guy that transferred, and he didn't know transferring was possible, and he knew he was like maybe 3rd on the Japanese ladder. So he just moved to Samoa first, then tried to figure out how to get on their wrestling team. And the whole naturalization process and all that took a while. So he opened up a Japanese restaurant while he was there, and that's how he made his living until he finally made his Olympic dream come true at the ripe old age of 33.
There you go.
How's the restaurant doing?
I guess okay.
Yeah.
I think he went to the same high school. It's like a sports magnet school in Japan as Ishiguro.
Oh, okay.
Saitama.
Lucas in the chat is saying he thinks the 4-hour weigh-in probably going to be a big help to Zayn. I think it will. I think it will also be, a big help to Amazad too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Both
JD
big.
got some snacks.
Both big boys.
Snack time.
Make sure you eat those directly into the
Right into the mic. People love that. Who is the chef?
Oh, that's
Takazawa?
Gaku.
Oh, Goku.
No, that's the
Tyler's favorite anime.
Moldovan Greco-Roman
I
wrestler.
think Tyler's favorite anime is
Also a beast.
Two Piece.
Yeah, the sequel to One Piece. Mm-hmm. He always wants 2 Piece on his TV.
Said you better not.
Well, I hope the restaurant business is going well because the wrestling business could be going better.
Looks like the restaurant business is back on the menu.
It's like menus are back on the menu.
So after you get punished by Islam Dudayev and your Olympic career is over, what's on the menu? I think more menus.
All right, here we go.
Sorry, Gaku. Realistically, you had no shot.
You had a great story, though.
It was a good story.
Oh boy, Zayn coming up.
All right, Cuba wins, so it's Silat. Sion's favorite country of Cuba.
Great grandparents.
Sion's heritage from the island of Cuba. They're gonna face Kyle Snyder. Who are you rooting for, Snyder or your grandparents' homeland?
I guess I'm an American now, so I got to root for Snyder.
I thought you didn't have. I thought you weren't an
state guy
American.
now.
Huh?
I thought you weren't American. You still have
I
it.
said I'm in America now.
Oh,
so
you're
I gotta,
in America. Okay,
Not American still, but yes.
right.
You can't not root for a Kale guy either.
I root for the sport.
Sion, when you buy a bunch of land in Montana, are you going to become an American then? Or you-
Probably.
Okay. Sion's moving to Montana, everybody.
What, you going to hang out with Zadek?
If I see him, I'll say hello. He ain't a bad guy.
You always say you're getting out of Texas, but I don't think you're actually leaving.
I will leave Texas someday.
No, all your comic books are here.
You got to talk into the mic too.
I will leave Texas someday.
Yeah, in a pine box.
Wow.
Now, before that, I just don't like it in Austin.
But then you got to move every single one of your comic books. That will take forever.
Hey, got to get the job done, but
I've heard you're moving to Jamaica. I've heard you're moving to Hawaii. I've heard it all.
never said
Sion.
why.
Zane's starting out with the head
Got
wrap.
Zayn Train coming out with Cody
wrap stays
Sanderson
on.
in his corner.
Hey, this Colombia-Tunisia battle at 76 is kind of nuts. On B.
DJ saying Zayn pre-taped his head, which is a good idea. I don't know that he has wrestled a match without tape since the burger incident.
It used to be you always go like, all right, well, when is Jordan going to get his head wrap on? Because Burroughs would always get his forehead and his eyebrows banged up. But Zayn, I think, takes the cake because he opens up like
Gashes.
wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He opens up a blood vein.
I think he may have to.
He might have a
Do
career
that.
in the WWE after this, as a bleeder.
They employ professional bleeders?
Yeah, some of those guys just bleed.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Well, generally they cut themselves.
Amuzad. Underhook already.
Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Mm.
Dang it. I thought Zayn was going to get that step out, but
2? F off. Why is that 2?
There should be 1, but he's going to give up 2.
Why is it 2?
'Cause the
He only had
referee
one
said-
leg when they were out of. Piss me off.
So that's the battle we all know is coming. Amuzad's underhook.
Yep. Zayn violently threw it off, but Amuzad pounced on his legs immediately. All right,
Zayn
Columbia
dropping
won.
down to a knee and going overhook side, low to the mat.
man, watching Amuzad, you're like, how does that underhook still so effective? And it just is.
He's got the longest
Long
wingspan.
arms. Yeah.
How is his knuckles got to be like past his knees when he stands up?
He does the palm up stance.
Yeah. That's the
So he can
old
just
school.
punch underhook.
It's like Zayn is such a great hand fighter, but he's trying not to engage so he doesn't get underhooked to death. A lot of clubs, though. All right, let's get one.
Will Amuzad get tired?
He
Could.
You got to imagine he's a hefty cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is the right time to get him.
Man, those hands are going furiously.
Zayn? Amuzad. I mean, not that Zayn's shooting, but he's being more. He has more motion.
Yeah.
There's a half shot from Zayn.
Again, he's staying down on those knees when Amuzad gets to the underhook.
Yeah, he's like, low man, I'm not going to get...
Amuzad's got a nice whip over from there, though, too. You got to be careful about that.
Come on, Zayn. Amuzad happy to wrestle in space, too.
Yeah.
Attention. Hands to the face? I didn't really see. Amuzad just not letting himself get put in danger.
Ooh.
Nice circle, nice circle.
That was
Yeah.
pretty.
They put him on the clock.
3:31. Oh my gosh.
Hardly ever see that.
Yeah, that's messed up.
You're golly losing by criteria to Egypt.
Come on. Oh.
And then he just shuts it down. Zayn's halfway there, and then
Oh no!
Oh,
no,
man.
No,
Then he
no.
grabbed singlet.
That was a total single grab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
referee saw it.
Yes.
oh, good.
Penalty point.
Yeah, it takes the clock off too.
It should be a point.
Should be a point and no shot clock.
Just a
Is
warning.
it a
It's a warning for offensive,
offensive?
versus defensive.
Screw that. Penalize that man.
So the shot clock still stays.
Yeah, he didn't score, so. Grr.
All right, so it's going to be 3-0 at the break, it looks like.
I mean, you can call that offensive, but it's like Zayn. All right, 3. Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely offensive.
I know, but it's like, who's to say that Zayn wouldn't have figured out a count or something in there? I mean, it was like a scramble, and he used it to get a
Except
take.
Zayn
The
was
upper
trying to evade, and he was trying to pull him in.
But he was evading because he pulled the singlet to start that offensive move.
No, he snapped him, got to a corner, and then he tried to pull himself in by grabbing the singlet.
Right, and maybe in that scramble, I'm saying that once
Sure.
the snap happens,
Oh, man. Come on, Zane. Oh,
It was off of Zayn's snap.
Dang it.
that's the
It was well timed.
opposite way to start the period.
5-0 now. Amuzad. Dang it.
And the fleeing?
They gave a point.
Yeah.
Held up the fleeing.
That should
Got a
go
parterre.
back down.
Man, F this.
Oh,
6-0
USA fans
now.
aren't going to be happy how this match was officiated. If Zayn doesn't win.
Look at this. Just... Come on. Bring him up.
Zayn can't stop leaping forward either. He's gonna.
okay. Zayn's gonna have some work to do now.
6 points in 2.5 minutes.
Take down leg lace.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, almost got the ankle.
You heard the man, Zayn. Take down leg lace.
So they doing those hand fight, but there's no real setup to lead to any shots.
That's what Zayn does a lot. He'll hand fight, and then wear the guy down with that spazzy hand fight and attack late. So 2 minutes here.
Yeah, he didn't keep it close enough, though.
Yeah, but there's nothing coming out of that hand fight right now.
Somebody in the chat earlier was saying after watching Brooks get put in that bow and arrow, Zayn should bring that back out of his arsenal. I think so.
Yeah, he's got to get on top, though.
Get on top, do that, crunch him a few times.
Amazad likes being chest to chest.
Yeah, he does.
Just chew up clock.
And he's got that pancake from there.
I don't like it.
Time's not Zayn's friend anymore. He's now got to hurry up and get a takedown or something.
Yeah, first bout too, because it's a long time to wait to see who makes the finals.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Zayn gave up another step out, so now he's down 7-0.
And the unfortunate thing for Zayn is,
He has to score 8 points.
well, yeah, what I'm saying, if he can't come back here, Amizad will have Musakayev in the semis, which he lost in the World Finals last year.
Another
8
step
points.
out.
Step out again.
yeah, Amuzad's not wearing down.
That's what the hope was he would wear down, but he just keeps pouring it on.
Still 55 seconds.
Oh,
Oh,
kind of the closest he's gotten to the legs all match.
That was like the second committed shot.
surprised.
length.
I guess he's scoring, but I'm surprised he's not been put on the shot clock.
Who, Amazad?
He's been backing up the whole time.
They're not going to put him on the clock when he's
got
scoring
8
points. It's activity clock.
Amuzad's length is just the factor here. Zayn can't get close, and then when he does, the underhook comes in.
Well, Zayn doesn't want to he's not really trying to get close. He's just tapping head, pushing shoulder, clubbing, and not putting 1-2 together because he doesn't want to super engage in a hand fight.
Right.
And now Amizad can evade
It's 15 seconds.
a little bit, and
It's over.
he wasn't able to move Amizad with any of that spazzy hand fight. He didn't even react. So when Amizad just plants there and says, "Yeah, come here, shoot," and I'll just get to my underhook.
You. Yep.
I'll catch you coming in and underhook you.
Man, Zayn
Well,
did not get
Zayn's
close
going to
to
go
scoring.
down and just hope for Amazad to make the finals.
I mean, Amazad's...
He can do it.
Yeah, he definitely can. It's just such a loaded bracket. It's hard
Yeah.
to let's pull that bracket up when we get it.
Amizad's beaten Musakai before, too. He's a world champ, so
I mean, he's a gold medal contender, no doubt.
really, I mean, his main opposition now before the finals is Musakayev.
Yep. You figure we can pull up. his
Assuming
bracket.
Musakayev beats Haji Aliyev. Because, I mean, today is tough, but Amizad's heavy favorite there.
Yeah, Amazad should be Dudaev, and then
Musakai's beaten Haji 4 straight matches.
yeah, and then it's Amuzad Musakaev. That's a contrast of styles. I mean, that's a marquee matchup. Kyuka Seabass moving up top, and then
replay looked like he shucked them and just missed them all together.
Tavanian Tamuro
First
Cheer.
takedown that he gave up.
So that's 65. It is an abattoir.
They're already in the quarters at 65. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, tiny bracket. Okay.
They're just some kind of far ahead of, especially 76.
Flo, have you tried hitting the live button?
Are we behind?
I don't think we're that behind.
You're a minute 30 behind the match.
That's fine. It's a Roku, so we're not using a laptop. I don't know what the live button would be. You have to like go out and then go back in.
Yeah.
Pause your stream, fool.
Or just watch ahead and there you go. So Amazad just 8-0 defeated the defending 70-kilogram world champ.
Yeah.
So that says a lot about Amazad.
Mm-hmm.
Nifty Lion Wrestling Club, you know, not going home with any gold medals so far.
Kyle's still on the front side.
Kyle's still on the front side, yeah, but
Snyder.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick break.
Just
The
walk
other
in
way,
front of
man,
his
the other
bay. You're
way.
okay.
You guys want to hear something kind of weird?
Hit us.
Sebastian Rivera was the only 65 kilo wrestler who lost in the first round and also scored a point.
Interesting.
Kind of weird. All the other matches were shutouts.
Oh. We're spinning. I don't like this. Okay.
say lost in the first round of what tournament?
Now our stream's back.
65 kilos of this tournament.
You mean Austin Gomez?
What did I say?
Sebastian Rivera.
Rivera.
Oh, he won. Sorry, no.
Yeah, I was like,
No. Sorry.
Wait,
The
what?
guy that Seabass beat,
Oh, okay.
Okorov, the Australian, the Russian Australian. Man, I am too tired, guys.
It's okay.
The guy that Seabass beat. So I guess Seabass is the only winner who surrendered a point.
Tavani and Ochir up on A. This could be a very boring one, or Ochir could do
Zayn
something
compete
super
in the
sick.
non-Olympic weight class for himself, for his weight class.
No.
No.
Not this year. Not that year.
So if you compete at Olympics, you can't go back to those weight classes.
Now, does Zayn stay at 65, or does he go back up to 70?
I mean, does he keep
If he medals,
wrestling?
if he
I
medals.
think if
True.
He's done, right? He's kind of said.
Yeah, he's working part time in New York City apparently.
I think he flat out said it. Like, I decided this is gonna be my last year, no matter what happens.
Financier.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
got to start making that Wall Street money.
He like actually is working on Wall Street.
I'm looking for a job on Wall Street. Who wants a Jamaican?
It's hard to get a job on Wall Street in Montana.
That's true. That's very true.
Sion, either rancher in Montana or Wall Street in
Oh,
Little
boy.
Jamaica
This is a big one coming up here.
in the Bronx.
Whoever wants to pay Sion, I'll go. I'm a mercenary.
Ooh, yeah. Azar Pira, Tajudinov.
This is the match, round one match of 97 right here. Really, I mean, this could be a final.
Yep.
I like those Bahrain singlets. Those Baja men singlets, as Sion likes to call them.
I'm still remembering the match. He came out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, Snyder's going to kill this guy. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, holy Snikes.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Then I was convinced Sajid Elias was going to piece him up, too. Then I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy SIH.
And I was like, what the WTF is going on here?
What the WTF?
That's
WTF, I say.
It's like when Michael Scott always says messes up ASAP. It's like ASAP as possible.
Yeah.
TDB. Azar Pira might be taller than Tajudinov.
What is he, like 20 years old, 21?
Taz,
Yeah.
something like that.
Both of them are young.
I think Taz was 20 last year. So it's
21
22.
for Tajudinov, and the Asman, 22.
Asman, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm the Asman. Get up.
Perfect. That sounds just like Scatman.
Azar Pira beat Kyle Snyder. It's January, but he also lost to Zahid Valencia last year at Worlds.
So you're saying Zahid should go up to 97?
Yeah.
Oh, whip over Tavanian.
Whoa.
Devonian's wrestling with a
Yeah,
vengeance right now.
this would be a bit of an upset.
Over
Not a
Tugalo?
crazy upset, but
Devonian won the individual World Cup in 2020.
He can kind of shut it down too.
yeah, that's what I was saying. It could be a boring match because Tavani a lot of times does nothing, and sometimes O'Cheer won't do much either. He kind of goes for the home run a little bit.
It was 21 Worlds against Yanni where he got a lead and then just
Yep.
didn't do anything.
Yep.
Looks like he's shutting it down already.
Yeah, he's very stout, sturdy little 65.
How does appear get his one shot clock
Yeah,
or
just
step out?
inspired. Arm spin from Tamura Cheer, right back up to neutral.
Another arm spin.
Yeah,
1
step
point
out.
step out.
How much going on, Tajman, Azurpira?
Yeah, they're happy to tie up. Oh,
It didn't look like to me he fully stepped out, but I guess he did.
there you go.
I mean, if you're Snyder split with Azarpira, got teched by Tajudinov.
Yeah.
You probably would like to see Iran here.
Yeah, one would think.
The one that didn't take him? Yeah.
Azarpira is not as dynamic of a wrestler.
Yeah, I feel like Tajudinov, there's just so many weapons for being such a tall 97-kilo guy.
But if Snyder wrestled the Bahraini again, this time what he'd have to do, what'd you say? He'd have to pick him up and slam him?
Wouldn't be a bad
Because
idea.
Kyle,
because he got like the funky
he got
rolls
chest
on him,
wrapped
Yeah.
twice.
Tumor Cheer trying to come back.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get caution there. So 5-3, 5-4. Tavanyan's still holding that lead, but
He'll get a restart in parterre.
look at this.
Hit the button.
Why?
Why? He wants to tie the match.
No, don't do that.
What are they challenging? Don't do it.
So here's Tajudinov if people want to get a look at him if you're not actually watching.
He looks Amish with that mustache, with that beard, don't he?
Yeah, the Abe Lincoln beards. They're very popular in Dagestan.
It's a Muslim thing.
I'm gonna grow one out.
Beard with no mustache is fitra, according to
Is what?
fitra.
What's that mean?
Means it's holy and good.
Okay.
Some level changes from Taj.
Dang, I thought maybe O'Cheer was going to get a turn there.
Yeah, he was working for that gut.
Yeah, Tavanian keeping it close. So that was a warning on Azurpira, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no clock yet.
Who do we have on Mat B? What are the scores on Mat B? Leading 2-1. Academy Canada versus
Turkey.
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 That's Adar. I think she's a world champ, and then Distachio for Canada.
Wait a minute. You mean you think? I thought you had all the data.
I have all the data.
So is she a world champ?
I don't know. That's going to be typing. You got the computer right in front of you, too?
I rely on you.
Okay. Well, we'll have to just
Kozak,
Two more for Tumor
What's that?
Cheer there.
Yeah, O'Cheer
the
in the
lead.
is
lead.
Turkey a world champ?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kozak.
I'm 90% sure.
Well, I didn't ask you, JD. I don't have no faith in you.
Man, Azarpira coming forward. This is where Taz is pretty good, though.
He doesn't mind sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
He's so big.
Well, you know,
He
he's
won Azurpira. Oh, no, they say grounded when they went out?
I think that makes sense.
See, he started hanging out too soon.
Now they gave it to Azarpira.
There it is, 3-0.
Cancel the shot clock, too.
Tasman need to get to his signature Bahrainian blast. Double.
Yeah, Adar from Turkey is a two-time world champ. So there you go.
Okay, let's see that. So replay, grounded, Grounded.
Yeah, that's takedown.
Oh, that's takedown.
Head is still in bounds.
There's a single leg from Taz.
Oh, there's some exciting matches going on all
Come
three
on,
matches.
Azurpira. Hang on here.
Wow, he muscled that up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's impressive.
I want.
Now,
I was gonna
kind of
say-
feel like momentum's shifting towards Taz with that takedown.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Azurpira's got the length where he can stuff Taj, where normally he comes up with those.
Threw a boot in.
37 seconds.
It's not a lot of time, though.
Just needs one.
Mm-hmm.
And Azurpira did lose
Ooh,
steam.
That's huge.
Dude, this is.
Oh, Taz with
He's got
Oh, no.
Yeah.
an assist. Wow.
Sheesh.
He's nice.
Everything's coming up Baja Rain.
he's
Olga
got a
winning.
race.
Tavanian.
He's done that a lot and gets all mad. Oh, and they're gonna let him stay on the ground.
Get him back up.
What do they get?
Azurpira's in trouble.
6 seconds.
Yeah.
He needs a takedown.
Yep.
Toga coming back with intestinal fortitude.
Hey, Mongolians are some of the most badass dudes.
He came back right there, and now he's going to put himself in position to win this match.
Like if I had to pick a country of men's freestyle to watch only that wasn't American, it'd be the Mongolians. Wow, that was pathetic. Oh,
The Mongolians over
man.
Russians.
I think it'd be more fun to root for Mongolia. I mean, obviously
Tavania just
they're going to
started.
lose.
What do you think? Tavania just
head-to-head
started hanging
matchups
out
more
too
often than
soon?
not against Russia, but
Yeah, he shut it down
Yeah.
Azurpira may be hurt.
against almost everybody else in the world. He can do that. But Toga's
Is he hurt or sad?
his heart hurts.
I think trying to fight off that single leg that Taz was just staying down right at the knee joint, putting that pressure, and he was either way. All right, Taz is undefeated international still.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
When did
He
he lose?
lost to Betsayev.
Batcave.
Sneaky Betsayev.
Came through with, that's my new word, intestinal fortitude.
That's not new.
Well, it's my word. First time I'm
heard
starting
that
to say it.
A million years ago.
I'm saying,
Intestinal fortitude instead of guts. That's like
hey, I remember somebody back
I've never
in the
heard it. Sion just came up with it from what I
Yes.
understand.
hey, Sion, I just came up with this new thing. It's even better than intestinal fortitude. Testicular fortitude.
Okay.
I just coined that right now. No one's ever said
I
it.
just came up with this new term called testicular torsion.
Whoa. That sounds even crazier.
Yep.
And look, Azurpira was like, he's limping off and like super tired. And look how calm and chill Tajudinov is after that battle.
It looked like he was tired for a while in that match.
He was rope-a-doping that whole first period. He's like, yeah, whatever.
He was doing the Muhammad Ali.
Rope-a-dope.
Even though I think Kyle matched up better with Azurpira, I kind of want to see him beat. I'd rather see him beat Tajudinov.
That would be
You
a
know.
better redemption.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's see that. I would love that.
I would love that for him. Look at there's Kyuka's hair.
Oh, yeah, that's a fine haircut. Who's hating on the koosh?
Look at that.
Yeah, that's the Koosh.
Yeah,
It bounces.
that's a fluffy chia
bounce.
pad.
He
I've
looks
never
like,
seen one.
you remember the Simpsons sideshow? Was it Sideshow
Sideshow
Bob
Bob?
or
Yeah.
Sideshow Mel? Sideshow Bob.
That's your Bob.
So that's your Mel was his.
Sidekick, the replacement.
Well, that's when. So what was it? It's Fraser Crane, and then the guy that plays his brother on Frasier played
Never
Sideshow
seen that
Mel.
show either.
Well, you're aware of the show.
Well, I used to watch Cheers, but I never seen Frasier.
So Kelsey Grammer. Anyway,
All right, I'm gonna call him Sideshow Bob.
Okay.
Tight Show Bob.
Sideshow.
Tight Show Mel. All right, Seabass. Have some fun out there. Seabass Kyuka.
Kyuka's good. He beat Musakayev at the ranking series.
He also beat Odaguro. His own
Make the
country.
team, yeah.
I mean, Japan's
Olympic
starting to
gold.
stack up some depth. It's a scary country now.
He did lose the Haji at the
They
same.
could be winning worlds next year.
Not men's freestyle.
Women's.
Well, I mean, I think they've won the last like
I
20,
know.
30. I give them a pretty good chance next
I think their
year.
women's team just might be ready for a breakout year.
Again, all right, let me phrase that.
If they
Women
get,
win
if they
worlds
catch a few
again.
breaks, it'd be worth putting some money on.
Who was the Japanese dude who blasted through worlds at, was it 70 kilos, and then just went and like was like, I'm gonna go do Greco for Olympics?
Oh, the
Can't-
guy that beat Zayn.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his name?
Um,
Remember?
Yeah. What was his name?
Let me see.
Doesn't sound like you remember.
I'll find it.
A good weird.
What I was gonna ask is, how would he end up doing in Greco?
Weird
Oh.
scramble here.
Yeah.
Narakuni.
Yeah, damn it.
Arakuni.
Narakuni.
Seabass just tried to like pass the
Yeah.
leg.
It was like
He
He
keeps
took
doing
third
it.
at
Oh, no.
like at the Olympics or like Japanese
the
trials?
Japanese.
Oh,
Oh,
Greco
no.
trials.
Seabass
Yeah.
just giving up a bunch of points real quick.
6-0.
What's
So
his
he's
first
down
name? Like
6-0.
Kiat
And he's in
There's
the
a
leg
T.
lace.
It is Taishi.
Taishi.
Taishi Narikuni.
6-0 Seabass loses.
His mom was either a wrestler or wrestler.
World champ, yeah. wrestler.
Yeah. And he's like, I really just like lifting weights more than I like wrestling, so
Yeah, he also got popped for PEDs.
I could believe it.
Yeah.
Classic.
He got popped by some classic performance-enhancing drug.
Who amongst us hasn't taken a little PEDs?
Look at Spade, man. You think he gets that here by naturally?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is a wig. I
On
admit it to it.
steroids.
Steroids gives you better hair. I thought it makes it fall out.
Ray Chan in the chat thinks that Japan's newfound strength is coming from their barbers.
I mean,
There you go.
There you go.
They've always
Seabass with
had
a quick
good hair.
takedown.
Come on,
6-2.
Seabass. Come on. All right.
How do you get that takedown?
And we go to break. Score 6-2
How'd Seabass get that takedown?
in favor
like,
of
go
Sideshow
behind.
Bob.
Front head.
He's just fast with
Isolated the right arm.
Seabass was the flag bearer for Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Miles Amin, flag bearer for San Marino. Wrestlers out there representing.
I can't believe Miles Amin was the flag bearer.
Out of all those athletes.
An archer that took 50th place and like a swimmer that didn't get past the first heat.
It's kind of, yeah.
Where is San Marino?
It's a landlocked
Inside of
principality in Italy. It's an Apennine. It's like
Sounds like it'd be somewhere next to the ocean.
San Marino. It sounds like, a town in Southern California. Let's bring up a map.
Oh,
there's
nice
Terry
quick
Black's
shot
barbecue.
by.
You've been searching Cosmic Pickle?
Yeah. In my neighborhood. There's San Marino.
Where it's a neighborhood.
Oh, come on. There we go. Get that.
Ooh.
He's got to get this. Get a turn.
Is it not
6'4" Seabass.
no, it's locked.
frozen?
San Marino looks an awful lot like Austin,
That's
Texas.
downtown Austin. Yeah.
They got a PF Chang's right there.
They got PF Chang's, they got Cosmic Pickle.
They may have a PF Chang.
There it is.
Oh, there.
Okay, it's somewhere next to the ocean.
There you go.
Zoom in on that.
San Marino. Look at that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, water's nearby.
Yeah, you can get there, no problem.
All right, a little over 2 minutes to go here for Seabass.
Oh,
How they're so fast. It's just like
He scored from here
Katani.
earlier with that. He spun around. Come on.
Oh.
Nice.
Let's go.
oh wow.
Hey, all right,
No
still
one
alive.
scores.
What are those?
Would have been
Yeah, I was just
Compton
gonna
and
ask,
won
what
at
are those
74
shoes?
kilos.
What are those shoes Seabass is working with?
They're
Look like
really
it's
Puerto
custom
Rican
made
shoes.
Puerto Rican.
I don't know. I can't see a brand, but they're
Yeah, look custom
like the Puerto
made.
Rico flag.
Puerto Rico brand shoes.
They're Chilean.
Oh,
Maybe Texan.
Come on.
And credit to Kyuka. He hasn't stopped shooting.
no.
Seabass has to be
Come
careful.
on, ref. Put him back up. Oh,
That's
Two.
exposed.
Two.
That's red.
Dang.
8-4.
put him up.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Oh, and Seabass kind of did that to himself. Does Kyuka have the little dry pad that they used?
Blood rag.
Yeah, they used to make all the
The
wrestlers.
napkins you used to have to put in your
I,
singlet.
Yeah.
I do know that. I think the Japanese still do it.
They're all about those traditions. They're like, we did this 40 years ago because Fila.
I've even seen them. Some of them still present it. Like when you walk to the mat, you used to have to do that. You used to have
Yeah.
to show the referee, look
And then,
at
like-
my blood rag, and then you stick it in.
And then the old school singlets, which were like super thin, deep cut below the armpits. And so they would just like kind of stuff them in their underwear.
We got Adam Fenn watching from home.
Yo.
I'm gonna talk closer to the mic, Adam.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like you're like in a cave or something being held hostage.
Yeah. Thank you for
Well-
reminding him, Adam, because, yeah.
Thanks, Adam, for always looking out.
Yeah. Talking to the mic or else it gets the hose again. All right. So take your time here, Seabass. There's no injury clock. You can just, as Hassan Yazdani showed, you can just call for injury time about
20
5 or 6
times?
Yeah, whatever.
Every time your shoulder dislocates, they'll just let you do it.
Every time your shoulder, your right arm is now 3 inches longer than your left arm.
He's still hobbling pretty good.
Well, he's down by 4.
So now, are they on opposite sides, Kyuka and Amazon? They are, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a conversation going on in the chat right now about whether or not the low single is the safest shot a person can take.
Well, it worked on Dake, but sometimes
No, I would say
If you're really good
step
at it.
in.
Yeah.
Any shot, you don't have to drop down to your knee.
I agree. Seabass in on a shot. Come on, get
Come
it.
on.
low single.
Oh, nice
Ooh, he did
dive
the backflip
over.
defense.
It
2.
did
Still
not work.
didn't work, but it was a nice.
Now we can get a turn.
8-6. Come on.
It's either that or go back to your feet.
These are all
Seabass is
all
kinda
All
two.
twos, so
All twos.
criteria would go to Seabass.
Yep.
Yep.
He's got 30 seconds for the rest of his life.
Well, it's Olympic.
Olympic frontside life.
Yes.
His 2024 Olympic frontside life.
So here we go. We need him to get a quick takedown here.
Come on.
You got to fire one off, dude.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Kyuka's got a caution to play with. I mean, 2 points helps.
Oh,
5 se-
Oh, that trip. Dang.
Seabass is gonna fall by a score of 8-6.
Challenge. Maybe you'll get caution and one for fleeing.
And then
Still
he can lose
lose.
by less.
Yeah.
Great YOLO. Yeah, Japan just
Japan's
lighting up
just
this
ro-
tournament.
They're balling it. They're balling out right now.
Balling.
Kyuka, Toga.
Yep.
Just telling man, I need you to keep winning. Pull me back in.
Just think if Yuri Sasaki would have had Vinesh in the semis instead of first round.
Yes.
She might have had a gold medal.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts.
Then I would eat them. Nom, 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 nom.
And if my aunt had, never mind. All right, we're getting, B is going to take a while. Matt B, I mean.
Yeah, they had
Kennedy
the injury
Blade.
stoppage.
Did Kagami just win? Interesting hair on Kagami.
What's interesting about it?
She's got the red, white, and blue streaks in the middle of it. But I think it's for France.
For what? For what?
France! El Salvador! Finland! France!
Oh, that was so awesome.
That was your first time seeing it
I watched
yesterday?
it. Yeah, yesterday. It was
So jealous of people that get to see great things for the
Right.
first time and you already know. It's like, oh, yeah, check this out.
What show is that?
It's just a random clip like Miss Universe, and all these women contestants were saying what country they were from in this big, dramatic, showy way. And they were going, El Salvador, Finland, and then France! Or France. I don't know.
You got to see it, Sion. I'll show you later.
Yeah. It's reminiscent of the Howard Dean scream. Then we're going to watch DC take back the White House. Yeah! See, there's the hair. Kagami, Matt B. Now you see that of which I speak.
All right, Miskayevaliyev.
Moosey. Maybe they'll get in a fight.
This guy's a big singlet pull guy.
He loves
Loves
doing
the air conditioning.
Spencer does that a lot, but it's just like a one-time suspender. But he's like just
Spencer goes up high
Yep.
with the pull. Miskayev all down low.
He's just pulling down.
Who do y'all think's gonna win this match here?
I think Musakayev.
Yeah.
I hope he loses.
Muskayev?
So that Amuzad has a better chance of winning
Yeah.
in the semis.
Yeah.
Pulling Zayn back in.
I like Misakayev more, but
Trying to find the energy drink called Horse, HORSS, from Azerbaijan that Haji Aliyev.
Is sponsored by him.
Yeah.
I prefer the energy drink in Europe called Hell.
Yeah, we had that in Bulgaria. Yeah.
It's called Hell.
Yeah, you can have a nice tall can of hell. Start your day.
Really gets you going.
Well, I'll find it.
Fires you up.
I guess that's a good slogan.
Yeah, here it is.
You think Monster is satanic. Just wait till you have a
yeah,
can of hell.
they're not hiding it.
And the devil laughs.
Here's hell.
Here's hell.
Classic. Oh, that's the classic
Hell
hell.
energy
Yeah,
drink.
it comes in all the
classic.
different flavors, like, I don't know.
What's
bubble
their
gum.
slogan? Find
Hell.
a slogan.
It's just hell. Welcome to hell.
Check out time now. Check out time never.
Look at that. Oh, this is the classic flavor.
Yeah.
That's good.
Welcome to hell. Enjoy our beverage. That cool little devil. I don't want a hell right now.
Was it good?
Yeah. It's like a Red Bull.
I don't think I
Tastier.
had one.
You normally like hate everything that's not yerba mate.
Well,
Not true.
I'm comparing it to yerba mate when I try these other beverages.
Okay.
So yerba mate is still number one, the best, or guayaki yerba mate.
Wait, how many different these energy drinks have you drank, Spade?
Like over the course of my life?
Well, do you like, or it just depends on where you are, what you buy?
Well, I'm explaining my strategy, my plan here. This is the number one, so I get this, but it's a little pricey. I won't lie. It's about almost $4 a can. So I like to try other beverages to make sure guayaki is staying number one. And so far, they've all failed to usurp the throne.
It's kind of like with me and Slim Jim. I only do Tabasco, Slim Jim.
Okay.
Simple.
But you try other ones to make sure that
Nah, I tried it, didn't like them, so I don't
then
try
it's
them no
not
more.
like me. My strategy is to keep trying others to see if it's better than guayaki.
Tabasco, Slim Jim. That's it.
Okay. So I respect that strategy. It's just not what I do.
DJ in the chat wanting to know, besides Spencer, who else in parterre is good? Who else has the skills on top?
For
Zayn.
America or in the
America.
world?
America.
Zayn.
Take.
Dake does.
Jake has a good gut range.
I mean, David Taylor was awesome, but he's retired.
He's retarded.
I don't know. It's hard to compare to Spencer.
And James Green, the lace.
James Green's got a good lace. Yep.
Gilman wasn't that bad. on
Gilman
top.
had a good lace because
Yeah.
he would go from it right from his single.
Vito.
Yeah.
Vito.
He could really end matches.
Man, did you ever say Dayton? I was looking at the chat.
Obviously,
Trap
trap
arm.
Trap arm, yeah.
Haji gets one. Now, if you guys are familiar with the classic American band Drowning Pool and their hit "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor," you can change those lyrics to "Give Haji Aliyah 4."
One, give Hajilia 4.
Two.
Give Hajilia 4.
Something's wrong.
Oh, he did a little scoot. You see him just teleport from one part of the mat to the other? Scoop. Nothing wrong with that. 2. Nothing wrong with that. 3. Nothing wrong with me. Give Haji Aliyah 4.
All right, just
Defensive
1-0.
strategy for Haji.
Well, one thing, I don't think he wants to get that misdirection shot on him. Every time Musakayev goes down to that low level, he just puts his hands right in his face.
Here's the 65 kg bracket. This is the updated one. So topside semifinal, Mongolia Tomorrow Cheer versus Kyuka just beat Seabass. So we want Kyuka to win, give Seabass a shot at a bronze. That would eliminate Tavanian. And then winner of this one, let's see. Oh, we want Aliyev to get Gomez through. If we're rooting for our friends in the Cliff King Wrestling Club. And then on the bottom side, obviously, we need Amuzad to destroy Dudayev.
Yeah, those semifinals will start at 12:15 Eastern time.
So we got a long break so you can take a nap. Scout out a couch here on the 6th floor or 16th floor.
I got mine's already scouted out on 15.
You're on 15?
Yep.
By Mark's office, right?
Yep.
There's a couple there.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That's
couch
the
is
same one from the
comfortable.
old office.
Yep.
The old leather guys.
My old
I've slept
bed
on
from
that
last
couch a time or two.
I slept on that couch many nights.
Old leather. I sleep on it most nights. You guys didn't know that, but I leave the office, bye, and then I come back around after dinner, get out my blanket. Looks like Mattress Man's going to win on Mat C.
What does Baja Man have in the his quarter?
Ugali.
Oh, it's Ashadinov, yeah. Yeah, your golly had a little... He had a decent match with...
Oh, there it is.
There's that classic Musakayev.
Your
Spiced People's Champ. Oh,
Did they call the fall?
Got a
Oh!
little angry at him.
Something. He's good. He
Musakayev does not mess
grabbed
around.
it.
He grabbed his piece?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
See a replay of that.
He went for his manhood?
Well,
It
they
was
gave a
definitely
point.
some,
They
yeah,
gave a
because
penalty point.
Musakayev stopped in the. It wasn't like blow the whistle. Hey, what was that? They were still wrestling, and Musakayev stopped wrestling, stood up, and said, "No, no, no, no."
Haji has never
They
been
gave
the
Blue a
most
point, though, on that.
honorable.
Correct.
I was a big... I think I was trying to say that, or said it before. I was a big Haji guy, but the last few years, he does a ton of complaining. And then you can't grab another man's manhood.
I want to see a replay.
Let's see the replay.
Hey, if you got to win, you got to win.
No.
Yeah.
Musakayev's explained to him the problem. Hey, man.
Yeah.
If you got to win by doing that, then you should get disqualified, and you lose.
Wait, they gave him... Oh, they gave him a caution in 2? How did they give him caution in 2?
Maybe that's in the rule book.
I like how Musakayev tapped him as if like...
For each one he grabbed.
It's like he was... Like Musakayev tapped him like he was going to shake his hand, whatever, and then he's like, back to lecturing how
Yeah.
you don't do that.
You think they can understand each other, Spade?
They probably both speak Russian, at least some amount.
I mean,
It's pretty... That's a universal
universal.
language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows.
Haji, I mean, he probably grew up after the Soviet Union collapsed, but probably there's a good amount of Russian knowledge in Azerbaijan. Musakayev almost definitely.
Could you imagine
knew
how
Russian.
difficult it was to make the Russian team back then before it collapsed?
Yeah, when you had Azerbaijan, Georgia. That's why they said that the
winning
Tbilisi
worlds, yeah.
tournament
Yeah,
was
but to
tougher
get out
than
of that
Worlds.
place, you should be a world champion.
Snyder time, baby.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that was a nice snap to an angle
Ooh,
from Aliyev.
don't give up a lot of points here.
Far ankle.
Oh,
Ooh,
two.
Hey, Haji Aliyev, and he didn't even need to grab any private parts to get that.
That's true.
Well, he only grabs those for defense.
And
The best defense is...
grabbing some junk.
Yeah.
If you're about to get pinned and you got to grab a man's junk not to get pinned, what do you do?
Grabbing a little
grab
junk.
Grab his junk and get disqualified? I don't know. Neither option is good, Sion.
Well, let's say you're not going to get disqualified.
If you can cheat and get away with it, I guess I would cheat.
Okay.
Well, as we see, it's only caution in 2. So if you're winning by
Exactly.
3 points, but about to get pinned,
grab the junk and don't get pinned and still win.
What if you're in a boxing match?
Have
And
a
you
little
just
ding dong.
put some foil over your knuckles and get away with it.
If you can, go ahead.
All right. Good lesson for the children.
All right, Snyder time. He's got to get.
This is what you teach the people that are that you're a wrestling coach for.
I teach them to win.
There's only one person that he coaches.
Well, there could be more in the future. Who knows who moves into town next? Resting Gojimov face. Never changes his expression.
Yeah.
Etek Gojimov was a Azerbaijan 97 kilo from Russia, Ossetia. Now he coaches Azerbaijan.
2.
That was not 2.
Num-
They wanted to step out.
Let's see.
So
Oh, they're grounded. I mean, they're going to say grounded.
You gotta look at that. It looked like he was up before his knees didn't hit until he went out of bounds.
Nah, his knees were down when he went
Let's
out.
I
see.
think his knee was down.
They're grounded there.
He comes
Up.
off, but
No one's out.
Knee is
That
down.
knee hits in.
Okay.
Yeah, he's grounded.
That's close though.
this,
Yeah, it
is,
is
this is the
close.
poopy part about grounded.
Yeah, it should be lava. Forget it. No more grounded. That's also not a freestyle rule like grounding or whatever. Like it has nothing to do with the essence of
Got
Low
the
shot
Cuban
here
in
from
on a
Cuba.
low shot on Snyder.
Snyder's got
Far ankle.
Got 2 piece of ankle.
Coach would say high head wins here.
I'll say medium head gets the stalemate. What's up, Cliff?
Let's see. What are they going to say?
How's that, Fredwell?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, in the red shirt, black hat. You're famous, Cliff. You're on TV.
All right.
Next to Ike
Challenge
Anderson.
lost.
So he just gave up another point.
Snyder go by. Oh, tricky defense. Chimizo would do that a lot. Someone's about to get a go behind.
Counter Musakayev reattack.
Roll him up.
Power
I
through
thought he
that.
had the trap arm there for a second.
Now
but
you
he
got
lost
to
it.
stay low, Musakayev. How's you gonna be grabbing again?
Yeah. All right, you got to put Cuba on the clock here now.
He's just been backing out.
Kennedy
Yeah.
Blades.
Let's go, Kennedy.
Blades.
Go Kennedy Blades.
This is who beat her
Go for 5.
last month before.
I'm not saying break this woman's neck,
I'm not saying break her neck. I said go for 5.
but I'm saying smash her into the.
Kennedy was telling us at the camp that she knows what to do against her this time, and she's going to kill her.
Nice. Could bring up the bout board. This is all that we got left. This is it for this round. So Matt B, 3 matches. Matt A, Musakayev just won, so we only got 1 more. Amuzad, who we need to bring Zayn back in versus Dudaev of Albania. That'll be the last match on Matt A. 2 more after Kennedy wrestles here on Matt B. And then Matt C, 1 more after Kyle. That's Tajudinov.
Sakayev got it done.
Moose Man. That eliminates, unfortunately, Austin Gomez. So Cliff King
Sorry,
Wrestling Club
Gomez.
is
Former Cyclone.
Cliff King
And
tournament is
Badger.
over.
And Wolverine. And Mexican athlete. And USA
And
athlete.
USA.
Hey, Jamaica's looking for a good guy at that weight class now, too. So
Oh,
And Team Gomez chasing titles.
Snyder up 1-0 at the break.
Come on, Kyle.
It's better than down 4.
I think he was actually losing to this guy at Pan Am's when they wrestled this year.
Yeah.
on a side
I wanna
note, has
replay the
there
dong
ever
grab.
been a guy that wrestled
You
was
would.
All-American for 3 different D1 schools, 3 D1 All-American, 3 different D1 schools?
Was he an
Has that ever
All-American?
happen?
3?
Oh, there it is.
Oh wait,
There
no,
it
he
is.
wasn't All-American at Iowa State.
I'm
Ooh,
gonna show it. No.
Oh, they didn't.
no, can't see it. He was round of 12 at Iowa State.
Nice job, Kennedy Blades, not giving up points there. I was a little
Yeah,
nervous.
he wasn't a 3-timer.
Yeah, 2-time.
All right, minute and a half in, still no score in this Kennedy Blades match. USA versus Cuba.
Snyder with a head and an arm.
2 different
Front
minutes.
headlock. Cuba on the shot clock now, halfway through the first against Kennedy Blades. Snyder in short offense. Oh, nice
Oh,
pancake.
nice.
Oh, come
Hit
on.
him. Pin him. They're in bounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ball.
Got him,
Snyder moves on.
Power.
That was fun.
We needed that.
Snyder doesn't get too many pins.
No.
So that's
Not a bonus
he's
machine.
on track to be set up with
Tajman.
the
Tajman has to get,
rematch.
he has to get by
First
your
round
dolly.
of Worlds last year.
Yes. Rahman Amuzad. And then the Halili at the end, I believe, is kind of like Charati. It's his
Halili.
hometown. So they don't call him Amuzad Halili in Iran. They just call him Amuzad. All right, Kennedy, your turn. Get some more dubs.
What's the score in the Kennedy match? I can't really see that score from here.
1-0.
Kennedy.
He's giving up some ground. Should probably go on the clock. Oh, no. Amuzad with the first score. So we want Amuzad in the blue on mat A, and then Kennedy also in the blue, mat B.
Man, that was nice. They're replaying that one with Snyder.
Yeah. Come on, Kennedy. Cuban's moving pretty well. Reattack, reattack. Time's up. So we're at the half, still 1-0 Blades. She'll almost definitely go on the clock in the second period.
Yeah, Kyle's just like, what's up? You go to your back now, fool.
Dude, that was so awesome.
Ooh,
And they, yeah,
nice scramble on that one.
and he was flat. Oh, Amuzad.
Amuzad taking
Amuzad
the
looks
lead
good.
2-0.
Yeah.
We need
4-0.
Amazon to look good.
It's looking pretty good so far.
When you 8-0 blank a returning champ at a higher weight, no, it's not Olympic in the year before the Olympics, but it's not like Zayn had a cakewalk for that gold.
Oh, there's a discussion in the chat about whether or not Spay and JD have beef because of yesterday arguing about I don't remember what.
We were
But-
arguing about.
Oh yeah, let's
what should
rehash that
happen
from
with
start
India.
one. All right, so what happened was Vineshville got
But
Although we do both agree the rules had to be followed that were set forth.
yeah. Well, here's what when you know someone a while and you work with them and are friends with them, and I think we agreed on like 98% of that whole thing.
Yes.
It was like we were just
talking about
really
the
tired.
Van Ness? Okay.
And it was like one little point of procedure about how it could have been or should have been, whatever. And
Yeah.
At the like immediately afterwards, I know I didn't care, and I'm assuming you didn't care.
Correct.
For the record, Spade did say he doesn't like him.
Like who? JD?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him. Look at him. What's the like?
Tyler's in the chat and he's saying it's not a real beef. The thing is, all of us, I think,
It's like a hot dog.
all of us at various
Not real beef.
points of time have
I got beef,
Beef
with
is what
CP.
they
into arguments. We all get into arguments a lot. It's one of the fun things about
passionate.
working here.
No, we're all a very close knit group. We all hang out.
But there are some epic arguments over the course of time. The best were Spay and JMZ, who's no longer here. But
Well, the best were.
There's
Spade
days I
and
want to
Belichick.
slap them all, but there's days I like them all.
Oh,
Except for Kozak. I've never wanted to slap Kozak.
Not yet.
Everybody else, at least once. CP, every 5 minutes.
I don't know if anybody watching remembers Nick Velikat. He used to work in the marketing department, but him and CP would start talking about basketball, and they would have like
Two things they're obviously experts in.
I mean, I think they're both pretty big fans, but like
come on,
2
Kennedy.
hour discussions.
Kennedy
Ooh,
gonna need
Tajman. Discussion arguments. But it would be like you'd leave for lunch and then come back and they're still talking about like, I don't know.
LeBron versus Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but way more like esoteric and like
Right.
random.
Oh, nice counter.
Those hips.
Good
Eat those
count.
hips.
Yeah, sticker.
Oh, what's the points there?
Just
It's got to be 2 Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave 1 for reversal.
2 and 1.
okay.
Man, Amuzad looking like a maniac. And Tajudinov 5-2. I didn't see how Yergali scored.
Come on, Kennedy.
I just saw Tajudinov.
So they took that one off.
It's good.
Like that.
4-1. Minute 15 to go.
Come on, Kennedy.
That counter was She needed that, man.
That wasn't nice. That was pure power there.
Good job controlling that hand.
Good length.
Controlling that hand, I think, really kept Cuba off her legs there.
I think your golly's trying to tire out Tajudinov. He's going right at him.
Yeah.
Tajudinov a little straight up and down.
What's the call on that one? What are they challenging?
They might want to like a
4?
step out before there was a takedown. I don't know. I don't know who challenged. Dudayev challenged.
All right, Kennedy's coming back. 40 seconds, 42 seconds. Man, that was a sprawl. You cannot give her an attention for that. It was a sprawl and a shot.
She does have to be careful here.
She does, but like I don't get why you're giving an attention for
There,
sprawling.
Yeah.
Good
Nice
circle
double
and then
leg
nice
shot.
in, but just
Oh, look at Dudayev. I thought almost I was gonna kill him.
Stay
keep
tough,
wrestling, keep
stay
wrestling.
tough. Turn,
Keep wrestling,
turn,
don't give it up.
Spin, spin.
It's 15 seconds left. She just gave up the takedown, but
Turn would do
4,
it.
3.
8, 7.
No.
oh,
5. Yes. Oh, just get up to your feet. Get back away.
1. Time.
4-3. Oof.
Kennedy
into
Blades
the
moves
semis.
on.
Kennedy and Snyder will wrestle for a medal.
USA killing Cuban dreams this round.
Yeah. Cuba having a rough go. Except in Greco. Tajudinov looking a little winded. Not going to lie.
He didn't look that winded in this match with Zayn, did he? No.
Tajudinov?
Well, not Tajudinov. The other guy. The other guy. The other one.
Amuzad.
Were you talking about Amuzad? Amuzad doesn't look winded at all. He's killing
He
Dudayev.
looks a little winded here.
The guy just taking all this ground.
We didn't see a Kennedy 5-pointer, but a win's a win.
Tajudinov can level change, but then he goes right back to the straight up and down. He's letting your golly get way underneath him.
Hey, you may need to go handheld with that mic.
I know.
Oh! 4 red? No. Yeah, they gave it to Tajudinov. So now Kazakhstan's going to challenge that. So the official went for Kazakhstan for your golly, but table
No
and
challenge.
judge went for
And
it.
there's Reba.
There she is.
Wow, this is our first Reba.
Finally.
Well, I don't know if it's our first. It's first.
What's-
ever.
No, because I've seen it before.
What's Reba famous for? Fill me in.
Singing.
Singing songs?
Oh, well, I mean, like, what's her famous?
Ian Reba.
What's her best song?
Fancy.
Fancy?
Yeah, here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let me down.
Is that for Fancy Feast? The cat
Yes.
food?
No, it's a song about.
Yeah, she wrote "Break Me Off a Piece of That Fancy Feast."
It's a song about a weird pageant mom who makes her small child do pageants.
Jean Benet?
Kind
I
of.
don't think it's pageants.
Well, I think that's how it starts.
You guys have-
She becomes a dancer.
You guys have a Reba off. Who knows more?
I don't really know.
Zayn's
I've only
still
heard. I've never
alive.
really looked into the song, but
Yeah, Amuzad killed Dudayev.
here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let me down. It goes like that.
That looks like
Is that from the Penguins, Fancy Feet?
Outside.
Yeah, but-
that looks like
changed his momentum completely.
yeah. That's Tasmanian Devil points.
Yeah, like your golly would not have gone that direction if Tajudinov did not counter that. Now, I do like to favor the guy who initiates the move, which would have been your golly there, but that crosses the threshold to me of change in direction. Change direction, 4-point blue, so it's going to be 10-2. So nonchalant Tajudinov gets effectively a 5-point move. Amazon was just throwing Dudayev around.
Yeah, Muzad Muskayev. Gonna be a lot of fun.
And Snyder
High scoring.
Tajudinov.
So what do you think the rematch between Snyder and Taz is going to look like?
I think it'll be lower scoring.
Yeah.
I don't think Snyder's going to be trying to power
There could be over 10 points scored total, which would make it higher scoring.
Oh.
I think it'll be
It was
lower
only
scoring.
10-0.
Yeah, I think it's going to be lower scoring, but we'll see.
Was it like 11 with a failed YOLO challenge?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that was the last challenge on the last.
So they were kind of talking smack to each other a little bit, because Kyle said, well, I know now, like, these guys, they just wait for me to shoot and they counter, because that's how Taz scored his 2 big 4s on Kyle. And then Taz responded and said, oh, I got something new in store for you at the Olympics.
Yeah, he said he's
So
going to
we'll
shoot
see.
more. We'll see.
But that plays well for Snyder if he shoots. If he shoots.
All right, so we got 2 more bouts on mat B. This one and one more. We know that Kennedy Blades has Medic Kizzy of Kyrgyzstan. Tajudinov and Snyder, that's the last bout on mat C. So rematch.
Wouldn't
Have
that
to
be
get a read on
Wouldn't that be at
Tajudinov.
2:00?
Well,
11:15.
11:50.
11:15 Central. But if you're guessing
It's early in the morning. Okay.
if you're just guessing numbers, you didn't get that too far off.
Second session.
All right, so we can bring up some Bracky Poos. Give me a moment.
Yeah, give us those back poos. Look at the jacket on Taz. It looks like he was when the football guys wear the jackets on the sideline
Stay warm.
over their shoulder pads. I get it.
We can start with 65 again. Still missing that last bout, but it's Amuzad. That keeps Zayn Retherford alive. Musakayev beating Aliyev. Ends Austin Gomez's Olympics. But Amuzad versus Musakayev, and we got to cheer for the Iranian. Sorry, guys, got to do it. Japan versus Mongolia should be fire. That's 65. Now let's look at 97. You don't have that bottom semi filled in, but that's going to be Tajudinov and Snyder. Rematch. That's going to be tough, but Snyder has got good coaches and a lot of talent. And up top, Georgia versus Azerbaijan, Magomedov and Metrashvili. That's those are kind of more vanilla guys. And then finally, that's the bout board. This is 76. We still got a few more bouts to go, but Blades just beat Cuba. She's got Medit Kizzy of Kyrgyzstan. That's a tough one. Medit Kizzy earned that 1 seed. And then at the bottom, whoever wins this bout, Colombia and Mongolia will have the winner of Turkey and Japan. That's 2 world champs. Adar from Turkey and Kagami was the 2023 world champ. That's a tough quarterfinal bout. And that's a look at the brackets.
Hey, question for you. When you spell Seabass, as in Sebastian Rivera's name, do you do the letter C, then Bass, or S-E Bass, or S-E-A Bass?
S-E-A Bass, as in a Chilean. No, I think it's yeah, no, I do S-E-A.
Because if you just do S-E Bass, then it's like Seabass.
Yeah, Seabass. I think actually, no, I think it makes more, unless you're like making a pun on Seabass and you want to make it explicit that it's a fish, then I would probably go C-B-A-S-S.
C dash.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, if you do capital C and then Bass, that's pretty obvious that it's Seabass. I mean, from Dumb and Dumber, the one who was supposed to kick some A, that was C-BASS. Well, if that gentleman over there is Seabass.
I've always wanted to try that. Go and order a bunch of food in somebody's tab and then walk. Hey, you got me? Wait, I did that before. I did that to Chris Bono.
Okay. Well, that's fair. You never did it to a stranger, did you?
No.
Because that would be thievery, stealing.
We're in Wisconsin back in, I think it was 2020. And we're all out at the bars. When Bobby came up, they were honoring him before the Penn State match. And Bono left his tab at the bar. So, yep. Just went up there and just kept ordering on Bono's tab.
Was that when you guys did like a remote video show
Yeah.
with like Nomad and there was like one mic and everybody was just sharing it
Yeah, that'd be the
with
one.
Bobby there? I remember that.
Bono came back Bono's like, who ordered 10 vodka, Grey Goose and water on my tab? I don't know.
You said no Red Bull, right? Because I'm not a Red Bull drinker.
Nope.
So Sion,
I'm a
absolutely.
Grey Goose water with a lime.
Is that a coffee in there?
Nope, that's tea.
Oh well, there's caffeine in tea.
Hey man, leave my tea alone.
Is that from the British influence of Jamaica?
No, I like tea. I
Okay.
always grew up drinking tea.
But there is caffeine in there.
Well,
Probably.
it depends on what tea.
Yeah.
Not if it's herbal.
What kind of tea is that?
Whatever we have out in the.
All right, it's
Probably has
got
caffeine.
caffeine in it. Yeah. All right, so you do drink caffeine.
Not really, but yeah.
You just said
So not really. Whatever.
There's less caffeine in tea than like a cup of coffee.
that's true. There's less than that in my yerba mate as well. But Sand, you're the king of being like, no, absolutely don't do that. I just do exactly what you said.
Nah, man, that would be Shane Sparks.
Oh, what? Drinking the caffeine?
I don't know, doing whatever you're just saying. The king of backing up.
Oh, backtracking? Well, maybe. But I'm saying what you do is like someone says something, you go, absolutely not. And then it's like,
Sounds like Shane Sparks.
but actually you do it. So Shane
I
catches.
didn't say I don't drink caffeine. I said not regularly.
Okay, fair. Shane catches some strays for no reason.
Miss Shane around here.
Yeah. Shane used to be here a little bit more. Now I think he's basically full-time Big Ten and ESPN.
Making big money on the big networks.
Yeah, he went all big time on us.
Yeah.
He's no longer hanging out with those minnows in this big ocean we call Flow.
Yep, just not hanging out with this minnow here. Or should I say, now I'm like a plankton.
So the minnows are eating you?
The minnows are eating me.
Minnows are taking you out, Sion.
It's getting worse by the day.
What's below plankton?
The food the minnows eat.
I thought that was plankton.
That plantain is something, that Haitians, Jamaicans like to eat. As
A
side
plantain?
dish. Fried plantain.
Yeah, the plantain hurricane.
I don't know about no plantain hurricane.
That would be
but
your WWF name.
the plantain hurricane.
That's right.
So Hassan Yazdani put up an Instagram post 2 hours ago, and at the end, it's very long, several paragraphs, but the final paragraph says, I've never done a short sale and never will. After retreatment and if reoperation if needed, I will try again to bring you this sweet event. Sounds like he's not done.
Sounds like he's coming back.
I'm not effing leaving.
Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Who's that? Who's not leaving?
Yazdani.
Oh, okay.
Now, it could be a translation thing or know exactly what it means, but it sounds like
Sounds like he's coming back for one
That's
more
right.
run.
Love it.
So we might still see that Brooks Yazdani somewhere
I
down
hope
the
so.
line.
We need to see it.
Well, it sounds like Brooks is not going to wrestle 86 anymore, according to CP.
Yeah. So we
that
might
makes
not
sense.
see
I mean, we expected him to go
Brooks at 92 for a little bit.
up. Yeah.
So would he come back down to 86 for the Olympic year or go up
I think he'd go up.
after Snyder retires or Snyder doesn't come back?
I think he's gonna wrestle against Snyder.
What's up in the chat? Because we're kind of
So
time. We got one more.
All right, the chat is they're highly concerned about Team USA, and they think we need to make big systemic changes.
Okay.
I don't think so.
They just Team
I think
USA
this
just
is-
had a,
I think-
have a bad tournament.
This is not even a bad tournament. I mean, this is like there were a couple moments that were bad. It seemed like there were some game planning issues maybe, and I mean, Dake.
I think Americans came in with way too high of
Spoiled.
expectations.
Yes, because it's because of Tokyo. Tokyo's
And 2023.
Tokyo and
So
Worlds.
Worlds,
Yeah.
you go in there thinking we're gonna have 5, 6 gold medals, and you're coming home with.
And then it was like, oh,
Maybe
no
one.
Russia, so it'll be like 84, and we'll just cakewalk through.
Well, you can't even with Russia not being there, you can't count out the rest of the world anymore.
That's exactly our point.
and a lot of the rest of the world still has Russians in it. So-
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Also, I get it. Guys are emotional. You're rooting for Team USA. That's all great. But then to be like, we need systemic changes, or we need drastic changes, something. Be specific about the changes, or don't just.
Well,
I mean,
first
like,
of all, our freestyle program is actually doing extremely well.
Yeah.
If you're gonna say you need systematic changes, you need to talk about Greco.
Yeah.
That's where we're not doing well. Freestyle, you have a bad event.
it's not
right
even that
now,
bad.
right now we
Bunch
could
of medals.
we could end men's freestyle with 5 medals. That would
Which
be
is good.
insane. Yeah.
When
So-
you condense the weight classes down to 6, like the competition is insane.
If we end and Kyle doesn't win gold, and we have no golds, people are gonna be upset and
But
feel like it was a
bronze is
letdown.
still a lot of medals.
Yeah.
We haven't had the last time we were Bader was dropping this knowledge on us yesterday. The last time Team USA men's freestyle didn't have a gold medalist at the Olympics was 1968.
Crazy.
Okay, that's bad then.
But how many other different medals do we have in 68 with 10 weight classes?
There's 2 silvers.
Yeah, we're gonna do better than
Bobby
that.
got 5th.
Dang.
Right here.
I mean, you look at Tokyo. David Taylor was 20 seconds away from getting silver.
Yep.
Gable Stevenson was less than a second. Yeah,
Right,
2 seconds
yeah.
away from getting silver. So it's like we're really not. We're one exchange and Spencer
Yeah.
Lee's match away.
It's
from at
easy
least
to-
one gold.
It's easy to think of those, we're catching all the bad breaks, but you don't think about the good breaks or whatever. Like Sarah Hildebrand's gold, doing zero discount of how great Sarah is and all the stuff she does. She's multiple-time world medalist, obviously. And
You didn't count on her.
But
having the gold.
Sasaki losing by, in the final seconds to India, and then Vinesh not making weight, that's a black swan type of an event.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's been breaks that have gone our way. There's been breaks that don't. It all evens out. And then, yeah, good point, John. Last year,
I
The
think
last
Team
Olympics.
USA is in a great position.
we're
The
doing
young
awesome.
talent that they got stacked up, it's just ridiculous.
This is it was 10, maybe you go back 15 years. Their weight classes, Team USA is not competitive. Where the best in the country that goes
Yeah.
out to Worlds or the Olympics has no shot at a medal. And nothing against those guys. They're awesome. They're national champions. But they're just not going to get to the podium. Everybody that Team USA puts out now
It's
is
going in
competitive.
for- yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst performance? Like Mason Paris, world medalist. Zayn Retherford, gold medal
champ.
last year. So the guys we're putting out there are competitive and are medal threats, and that is
I
not
don't
the
think
case
there's no major change. And then the RTCs really changed the game. Like people are stacking up now for the next cycle. Is RTCs going to be a relevant thing? Well, NIL. You
Yeah.
used to pay those senior level athletes to come and help your other guys train, but nowadays you just pay the athletes to stay in the school.
All right, there's comment in the chat here from somebody named the Red Nose 3269.
Rudolph.
Oh no, that's Mike Foca probably. Red Nose Wrestling.
Is
Or
that
I don't want to.
Mike, is that you?
It
I don't
could
know.
Be anybody.
It could be. It was a bad event. 5 medals. If there are no golds, that's all caps terrible. We are not looking to place. We're looking to win. Stop acting like losers. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Sounds
I don't
like
thi-
a coach
That is
there.
not Mike Foca. Mike Foca is far nicer than that.
I will not.
Sounds like a coach.
No, well, here's the thing. Where I have to agree a little bit. It has been a tournament with disappointing moments. Like we did not. It was disappointing to see Dake lose yesterday, right? He
Yes.
has beat
Disappointing
that.
to see Spencer lose.
He has beat that opponent. He can beat that opponent. Spencer can beat. He can win. He can beat Ray Higuchi. He may beat him at some point if Higuchi ever wrestles again. But so there have been for sure disappointing moments. The game plan from Mason Paris. We wanted to see a better game plan. Like there have been disappointing moments, but if you look at the state of USA wrestling right now, we're not in a place where we need to make systemic changes. Like
Right. When you barely lose to Higuchi, when you barely lose.
What are the systemic changes we'd make?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to blow it up and or it's terrible, or something needs to change. Like what?
Yeah.
It's going to make a difference.
Having disappointing moments is a different thing from this team being like, a sign that there's a massive problem with USA Wrestling.
Yeah.
You win
I'm
the
fine-
Worlds the last 2 years, okay. What do you change? What's there
Yeah.
to change?
And so if you want to say like, oh, if we don't win gold, we're losers, and you have loser mentality, if you're satisfied with that, that's whatever. You can have that attitude, but like,
It's the Olympic stage.
yeah, what's the suggestion then?
Have you made it to the Olympics yet, Spay?
I'm watching the Olympics.
All right, then, just making it there.
I'm working on my breakdancing PhD, so give me 4 years.
Ray gun. Good callback.
But I mean, you're on the Olympic stage. You qualified every weight class for the Olympics,
Yeah, we didn't do that last Olympics when we got 5 medals. It's just basically like, all right, so who are you going to replace these? Are you going to change the process? You can start picking the team and think that some coach is going to know better than the wrestle-offs, and then what if those picks don't come through? Now you got to answer for the favoritism and the bias accusations that are going to fly.
The way the U.S. does it right now to wrestle off, it's the best. Because if you just pick there's always going to be, no matter how you say there's no favoritism, if you're just picking a team, there's always going to be that hint of it's unconscious bias that's always
Yeah,
going to
how do you
exist.
decide who gets to decide? I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be a mess. So, all right, if there's a suggestion like, well, you can get into the nitty-gritty of there should be a guy sitting out the finals or not, or you should have this long of a break, or this is how the tournament should be structured. I'm happy to discuss that, but blow it up and
I like
start over.
throw them all in the pool.
So just have a swim off.
Throw them all in the pool and let them fight it out.
Yeah.
In the
That's
pool.
how we all get born. We all get thrown in the pool. The strong survive.
There you go.
Only the strong.
Yeah.
All right, so Kagami had 3, and then I guess Adar challenged back to 1-0. Kagami still leading.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just an interesting.
Is he still going? Is he still mad?
Yeah, he's still mad. He said we have a great future. Nobody's arguing that. I agree. We don't need systemic changes. I didn't argue that, but stop making excuses for a bad Olympics. Nobody's making excuses. He's
just convinced that he wants to be disappointed. And
we're gonna be look.
disappointed with him. All right,
We are going to be disappointed every time Team USA loses a match, right? We weren't, we're going to be disappointed unless we win every,
If you win every match,
every single match. You're disappointed when Zayn Retherford loses to Amuzah, but that's not like it's not surprising. It's that guy is really, really good. I mean, it's
also don't expect to go into a chat and then just demand that other people be as miserable as you, and then be mad that they're not as miserable as you.
yeah.
Like that's just not going to work.
Larry Steele wants a longer break between the trials and the Olympics, which, I mean, the trials were in April. They've known they were on the team for 4 months.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure their coaches and people that know these athletes better than I do might have some theories about changing the schedule, so I defer to them.
Yeah. DJ says, "Be honest, we're doing okay, but don't you want better? To get better?"
No, I don't want to do better. I don't want any goals.
No, but listen, he says to do better, something needs to change. Okay, micro changes for individuals could have happened, but like we're not talking not
Going in circles.
Team USA, right?
Rich Foster says, the top guys don't wrestle international enough anymore. Well, and
Anymore, they're going overseas plenty.
I think the top guys don't wrestle enough. More wrestling
Yeah.
equals getting it better.
I mean, that
in
could
the
be
past, they used to wrestle a bunch more tournaments.
That could be
but
a change. I mean,
Yeah.
Aaron Brooks, that's maybe some specifics you could start talking about. Aaron Brooks going into the Olympics, he didn't go to any international tournaments. So it's like, okay, you could say like first guys on the team, maybe they need to get an international tournament before a huge event, do the travel, do the weight cut. So you could say something like that for sure. But like if you've been watching this watch party, you've seen how disappointed we are when Mason Paris loses or
You can't
Kyle Dake loses.
force someone to
Yeah.
have the same emotional response to something or whatever. I don't know, placate a disappointed feeling or just stay angry. I don't know what anybody wants. Like, just, I don't know. Making emotional demands of other people is weird to me.
Spay, I think they want to see some tears out of your eyes.
I'll be crying later, but it's because me and
They want
JD
to
are
see
going to
the
start
tears,
fighting
the
again.
emotion, Spay.
How
They
much more
want to see
emotion do you
JD
want?
shaves his mustache off, just because he's upset.
Okay.
Shave it half side.
Shave half of my mustache.
Yeah.
If the next USA wrestler that loses, I'm trashing the studio.
Okay.
You might be looking for a new job after that.
Why? This is fan focused. We're
I'm
supposed to be customer first.
I totally
and the customers
understand you're
want
upset.
more pissed
I understand you're upset, but you might be looking for a new job after that, as well
off.
as.
Well, if I have to lose this job because I'm thinking of the fans first, then
you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
How are we feeling if Kyle Snyder wins gold and Zayn Retherford comes back and wins bronze? Like, are we saying that it's a bad year?
Olympics
No.
sucked.
Right? It's like you could look back on it.
for
Like,
Dake, but that's a good year still.
yeah, you could look back and it's like, man, this is maybe one of the
People are really
top.
getting hung up on the no
almost
goal.
everybody comes back with a medal. But
Yeah.
that'll be everybody coming back with a medal.
Except
So that's
except
except
There have been
Maryland.
so many more exciting matches because we've been competitive in like every
Every match. was
Whereas
a
when
competitor.
Cejudo won gold, that was awesome, but we weren't in any other matches.
Yeah.
That was a terrible Olympics. It was awesome for Cejudo. I mean, it was awesome to watch Cejudo, not like, oh, good for him. I mean, it was good for everybody.
It's good for America.
But, yeah, like, man, I remember going to Vegas, and not to pick on the guys that didn't medal in 2015, but, like, I don't know, there's some weight classes where you didn't really have much of a chance. That was a disappointment. Spent a bunch of money, go to Vegas, buy tickets. They weren't cheap.
I started at Flow that week, so.
You missed the Worlds?
Well, no, I didn't. It was 2 weeks. It was right before I was starting because I had just put my time in at Bridgestone, so I was coming down to Texas. So I couldn't take vacation to go to Worlds.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd have.
You got to flex that start date.
Well, they told me I had two months to move down, and then I got a call like a week later. Hey, we need you here next week.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still with final minute of Turkey versus Japan.
Yep, waiting here for. This is.
Battle of Champs.
Somebody's going home.
Well, they're going to the backside probably.
Eventually, they'll go home.
Both of them eventually.
That's a big assumption.
True.
Maybe they just stay
You
here.
know what they say about assuming.
Yeah, they maybe just
It
stay here.
makes A out of spade.
That's right. Well, it doesn't take assuming to do that.
Oh,
out of spade.
that's very true.
Hey, what the WT? What the F?
So, Spade, you buying breakfast for everybody today?
Yeah, it's called the potato chips in the snack room. They're all yours.
Thought you were taking us to the fancy restaurant down the street.
You're the one with the nicest comic book collection. I feel like breakfast should be on you.
I thought you were going to break us off a piece of the fancy feast.
Hey, what does my comics got to do with you buying us good breakfast?
Because all you got to do is sell one nice issue of your old Spider-Mans, and
Retirement, man, retirement.
that's your retirement fund?
Yep.
What's the nicest Spider-Man comic book you have?
No, I got a lot.
Do you have Amazing Fantasy 15?
I don't have Amazing Fantasy 15. I wish I did.
Do you have Amazing Spider-Man #1?
Someday I might buy an Amazing Fantasy 15, but I can't. I don't have $1 million right now.
That would be an amazing fantasy.
Oh, man.
That is an amazing fantasy to have that book.
Look at it. They're going nuts. The final 30 seconds.
Yeah. Adar's trying crazy stuff, but
She needs more than 2 anyway.
yeah, it's not going to work.
Good match management by Kagame. All right, well, Sion, you're going to sell some comics in the break. American fans, I'm sorry we're not as disappointed as some of you want us to be. We're pretty bummed when the Americans
As a
lose,
Jamaican
though.
fan, I should be disappointed. We didn't have any Jamaicans wrestling in the Olympics,
Honestly,
so I
your
am
team
disappointed.
sucked, dude.
Hey,
You're letting your country down.
we're working on it. All right,
Are you, or do you
we're
need drastic
working on
changes?
it. We need some money.
Systemic
So
changes.
if you want to give
Sion's
somebody
on
in
his part. He
Jamaica-
gives money. He gives
Yeah.
money in time.
Sion, sell some comic books and raise some money for Team Jamaica.
But we're working on it. The goal is to have somebody in the next Olympics.
There you
Baby
go.
steps.
All right, Kagame, and that's it.
Yep. So we are gonna cut to break while wrestling pauses until 11:15 Central Time, 12:15 Eastern, and then it's semifinals and medal matches. Rest up, snack up. We'll see y'all then.
And every